Hello everyone and welcome back to New Shindoza. How's everyone's whoa, it's actually Wednesday right now.
It is. It's Walter Wednesday. How are you guys doing? We didn't see you yesterday and we missed you immensely.
Oh, you guys have no idea. Well, no, you guys probably have a pretty good idea.
So it's been a longer weekend, if you will. We'll just call it a weekend even though we've been working the entire time. But we're excited to be back to continue what game, Doza? Yeah.
Whoa,
pulled a fast one on
she turned
ya.
it on me.
What game are we playing?
We're playing The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD.
Yes, you remember the HD part. Good job.
Of course. I couldn't. How could I forget? It's...
And yes, this is the real New Shindoza. Welcome back, guys. Shade, Kitty, Hyper, Freckles. Glad you guys are alive and here, and it's so lovely to see your profile pics and names and comments, and oh my gosh. Any, like, day we're gone from you guys, like, it's just... It sucks, you know?
Pain.
Pain is existence, yeah. And Tango, I'm glad you're alive, too. Yeah, welcome. And yes, I'm glad you submitted an emoji, Kitty. That's a good thing that we should remind people about. Like, tomorrow's the last day to submit emojis for our current Discord emoji contest. So I'm super excited. We haven't looked at anyone that has submitted so far, so I look forward to going through all of that. I'm glad you're proud of it. And hey, Uber, welcome back.
And thanks, guys, for being so patient with me as I finished setting up all my setup and kind of just you know, kind of throwing stuff together. And now here we are playing the game.
Yeah, sometimes switching from like work mode to like fun mode, if you will, with New Shindoza, it takes a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I was working right up basically until stream. So
I love that you say that you need this. I'm glad that stream gives you so much like positivity for you. And we're doing good. We just had so much on our plate. Like, you guys remember the sink saga, right? Well, we have a sink now, so yay. Our kitchen sink is back to its... I shouldn't say back to its former glory. Like, they put like a lot of, I guess, the glue or
right?
adhesive that they use for this sink. I don't know if anyone's even interested. Like, it's been going on for like a week now, but basically the way they stuck it back, there's like a thick layer of like that adhesive, so it looks different than it did before, but as long as it stays up and functions, I don't care really what it looks like. This ain't our home. Like, it's just a rental, right?
Yeah. Also, there's a little bit of story. I thought
Oh, go ahead.
the ancient technology of our people sleeps in this place, so they're from here. We searched all over and now we're so close I can smell it. Once we find that thing, we can go home at last. Oh gracious, yes. Young man, we're so close, so please help us find what we're looking for.
Okay.
Well, we didn't find them in a pot.
But yeah, Sing Saga. I don't know. Like, I feel like anything that happens, like, that's out of the norm can be its own saga and story, you know? And it was annoying, but we have it back and we're able to cook again, which has been really nice. The first thing we made was what we like to call swamp pasta. And it's basically like, it's a pesto and like a tomato arrabbiata sauce mixed together. That's coated over pasta with some Parmesan, some red chili pepper flakes. And then also we add chicken bites to it that are air fried. So it's a really basic thing, but we were like, you know, that's what we did, and we cooked, and that was nice. But yeah, kitchen's back to its full beautiful self, and we were able to do like all of the dishes that were there beforehand, and then get the whole place cleaned up again. Also, remember we talked about the maintenance crew like making a mess on our floor and everything, so we wiped down everything, like full vacuum, Swiffer, mop, all the good stuff, you know?
Disinfect.
Yeah, disinfected the whole place, not just the kitchen, because we're like, you know what, let's just do the full-on cleaning stuff. And then we've had a lot of work on our plate, usually the end of the month, beginning of the month. I was actually like kind of talking about this with one of our clients today. She was like, I have nothing new for you, but like we're just doing our daily, you know, weekly maintenance or whatever of things like follow-ups. But a lot of our clients like to come out of the woodworks a little bit and ask for like a million things right at the end of the month, or like, hey, next month I want to do all of the stuff, especially with like fall and the holidays coming up. They're like, I want this, I want that. I'm like, okay, let's prioritize. Let's make a list. Like, what do you want first? You know, like, you can give us a million things and I can keep a running list, but at the end of the day, we're just two people. So it's been a lot, that sense. But we appreciate you guys. I know so many of y'all like actually reached out yesterday when we posted that we canceled, and you know, that's really sweet. Like we really do appreciate that so much.
Yeah, guys, it really, it means a lot to us.
Like, we hate canceling. We want to do even more streams. Like, we're not trying to cancel. We're trying to add bonus streams in more days, you know? Which we do plan on making up a bonus stream this weekend for sure. Got to kick off October strong. Can you even believe October is like 2 days in the future kind of thing? Like it's Friday is October 1st. Like what?
I still can't believe it.
Candy corn season upon us once again.
You... Okay, so guys, every year, Noosh looks forward to this time mostly for candy corn.
Well, it's not mostly for candy corn. It's just every year I always get one little bag of candy corn just for myself, and I slowly eat it throughout the month, and it just gives me a little bit of joy in October. And that's the only time I get it, you know?
Oh, dang, I'm not
and
fast
yeah,
enough.
we're glad we're back, and we missed y'all just as much as you missed us. And welcome back, Pika. Glad you're here.
Kitty likes candy corn too? That makes 2 people.
Yeah.
2 people
it's nice
that I know that like candy corn.
Indulge a little bit. Actually, recently, Doza and I had a conversation about specifically candy. Because we don't really buy candy too much. Like anything that we eat sweet-wise is usually like a dessert that we'll make. Like we'll do baked like cookies or brownies or I don't know. Like sometimes we'll do like ice cream, right?
Yes.
Things like that. Those are our sweet desserts. And then there's a bunch of Indian desserts that we'll make every so often for special occasions as well. But we don't buy candy. However, I was like, Doza, you know, I really loved candy as a kid. Like, you would take me into a candy store, and I loved looking at everything. I like trying and experimenting with new candies. Like, I love all the Japanese, like, Kit Kat flavors and all kinds of stuff. Not just chocolate, but candy, too. And so I was like, every once in a while, maybe we should have, like, a little candy dish or, like, buy a different candy that we can, like, you know, just have like as a little sweet thing. Like I could be working and have like a Skittle here and there. I don't know. I went on this whole like let's talk about candy Doza like conversation recently, and he did indulge me because we did buy some Skittles, which was nice.
I like to please my woman, you know.
Yeah. Remember that Doza is the one that likes to buy more healthier things, and he's definitely made a great impression on me, like to make a positive change in our lives where we do get healthier like snacks and stuff, which is nice. I think like, I don't know, there's just been so many changes when you like combine your life with somebody else, you pick up different things. But I realized I gave up candy and I was like, I want candy. It's like that one song by Aaron Carter from back in the day, like I love candy.
Man, that came out in like the year, what, like 2001 or something?
I don't even know, but I remember it was a big deal, and Aaron Carter was like Lizzie McGuire's crush, like on the Disney Channel show.
Didn't Aaron Carter have a sibling?
Yeah, Nick Carter, who's way more famous.
Isn't he like a...
Like from...
NSYNC or Backstreet
Boys, one of the two. I don't know why I always get them confused. And hey, Swing was bored, and Shadow, welcome back. Congrats, Shadow, on winning your single match of DBFZ.
Oh, nice. You know, if you never play it again, you have a 100% win rate. Right?
Unless you played it before, and then... Well, you have a 100% win rate for tonight. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good quote. I love to please my woman, Doza 2021, and he does a great job at it.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Honestly, it's what keeps her around.
There's a lot of things that keep me around, if you will. Doza like is one of the only people that can consistently make me laugh, even on my worst days. Like I could be a complete grumpus, and he can come in and just lighten the mood even for a little bit with whatever because of just who he is. He's not even trying hard, you know, like he just has to be himself, and it kind of works out that way. I
can make like a backhanded comment about something that we're dealing with, and while she's like taking a swig of water, and she'll just start choking.
I honestly choke on my water. Sometimes he makes me laugh while I'm drinking water, and I could choke on it or spit it out like comically, you know.
Like, I think that if we knew each other when we were young, you were definitely gonna be, whether voluntarily or not, the milk out of the nose kid.
Okay. Also, yeah. Well, no, I've never had the nose situation, but pretty close. Also, Kitty, let's expand on your comment here for a second, since I should really clarify. The same person who would combust if he touched something green is actually the healthy one in the relationship. Okay. So not the healthy, not the healthy one, but So when I cook, like when we cook like actual meals, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, those are fairly healthy because in general, I like to incorporate a lot of vegetables, and like that's what I grew up on, right? So we're healthy in that sense. But when it comes to snacks and when it comes to like outside of those main meals, like munching, I am straight up want the junk food. I want the hot Cheetos. I want the candy. I want queso and chips. Like, that's how I used to really be. That's just what I picked up like in college and like moving forward in my life. Because we didn't really have like not healthy snacks in my home. Like when I lived with my parents, everything was healthy. Like all the time, 100%. So when I finally got freedom, if you will, and moved out on my own, I enjoyed all of the things and indulged a lot more outside of those regular meals. Whereas with Doza, he was like fairly healthy for all of his meals, essentially. Like,
yeah, it was just hard incorporating in more vegetables.
Yeah, he didn't do vegetables, but he ate. Yeah.
Yeah, like my lows, I guess if you want to call it that, like the moments of where I'm being unhealthy wasn't to the same extreme as Noosh because she was lashing out. She was reaching to indulge because she wasn't.
I never had that. I never had the opportunity to have like all, the sugary cereals or the like hot Cheetos like readily available. No, I didn't get that.
No, but we had the sugary cereals. We occasionally had Pop-Tarts, and we had birthdays and other celebrations multiple times a month.
And that was Doza. Like
just
he
a
grew up with
constant stream of sugar.
That's the other thing. I didn't really have like baked goods. My desserts were like Indian desserts, which are so amazing on their own right. But like. Yeah, I was lashing out. I was going through like my teenage rebellion phase, but like in my 20s, like early 20s. So that's, yeah. I still feel like I'm on that phase. Like I'm like, I still want to get all of the things that I didn't get to have as a kid. But yeah, that's what I mean. I'm definitely still the vegetarian, like the veggie person. Like I'll do the more vegetables and like, I really like spinach, like, I don't know.
I know you do.
I really am a rebel in so many ways. There is lots of things in my life that I've always gone against the grain. I've said no to so many things when it mattered, but they're big things. That's the thing. So much of my life, like I would say yes to things because I'm such a people pleaser that eventually in life, some of the bigger things I'm like, no. And it just feels so good to be able to do my own thing. And I did go a little crazy when I first moved out because people, when you get a little bit of freedom, like eat, like eat your
heart out.
Like eat ice cream for dinner. Like, I don't know. That was pretty exciting for me when I first moved out. I wanted ice cream for dinner. Like, who doesn't? But then you quickly realize, nah, I need a nourishing meal and then I can have ice cream as a sweet treat. Like, you finally find that balance,
I'm glad you finally kind of sort of have that.
I do. I just still think that we should, like buy candy every once in a while.
So we have a Costco membership, as you guys know. So the whole idea of Noosh just going out and buying a huge bag of Skittles, that could definitely happen, and it has happened before. Maybe not specifically Skittles, but it
could be something else. Like they also have variety packs and stuff.
Yeah,
a lot of gas stations actually like get their bulk of candy and stuff from Costco. We actually saw a TikTok recently of a store where this guy was just loading up on like $400 of all of the candy and like chocolates and things from Costco just because what he does is resells it, right? Pretty wild. Uber, I am jealous that you're eating Skittles right now. Here I am not eating anything, but I'm streaming so I shouldn't be eating anyways.
Now I'm gonna starve. That's your energy.
And Hyper, I get that too. Like there were points where my family were really busy and I would rebel in that way, but I didn't really feel the true length of it until I went off to college. And some people say like I went to boarding school before that, right? When I was still a kid, and that was a different experience because you can't really be a rebel in boarding school because you're being monitored basically 24/7. Like you have like these house parents, you have like the headmaster, like there's people always constantly there, teachers during the day, like, it's not like you can be on your own and do your own thing. You're just kind of on your own with a bunch of other people your age. It's a different experience. So, yeah. You were supposed to do this later, apparently?
What do you mean? Kitty, help. It's not working.
Epic cheese moment?
It's not working. My genius. No, I overshot it. No.
Oh, what do you do now?
do the dungeon normally? I don't know, I guess.
I didn't realize he was trying to cheese it or like...
If they're gonna let me shoot through, I could use two, I bet I could throw bombs over that electric thing. So like, why was it cheese?
And Pika, it's okay to indulge in something that you enjoy as long as you still finish that project that I assume is for school. Kind of like set your priorities, you know? As long as you think you can get it done. Sometimes even today, you know, yesterday we worked through the whole entire day. So today we decided like we worked for the majority of the day, but then we ended up taking a break from like 3 to 5, right? Like 2 hours. Mm-hmm. And that break was much needed so we could actually come here and, you know, stream and everything. So like we were like, okay, these things are still due tomorrow, but we can do it later kind of thing. Upstairs spinner.
Thanks. No!
Thanks, no.
Oh, what a disappointment.
At least now you know
I
what
am.
you need to do and you didn't die.
Yeah, I didn't see the groove. I just really didn't expect to see this being used again.
So, how are you guys doing? Like, did anyone do anything exciting over the weekend? Like, how's the week been? It's already like the midway point. Shane's back. What up?
What up, Shane? How you doing?
I know we've been like saying all the things about us, but I'm curious. And yeah, it has been kind of like a week since we played, so Doza's still getting his footing a little bit. But
This reminds me of Anne Orlando.
I think we're gonna be finishing this game this week, right? Like tomorrow, probably.
I think we'll finish tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. So this weekend, hopefully we can do like some kind of bonus stream just for fun, kickstart October, and then start something new next week. And congrats on beating Jevil today, Tank Al. How did that go? Did
How
it
long
take
did
you a
that
while?
take?
Yeah. And
Robotics Club
Pika,
tryouts?
Potato came over with you. Came over to your place. How was that? Spending time in real life? Socializing? What is that?
I don't know. You got me. That's a new word in my vocabulary.
And so with the Robotics Club tryouts, Hyper, like what do you specifically have to do? Sending you all the positive vibes and good luck for tomorrow, by the way. But I know you talked about it here and there, but I'm wondering like, what is this tryout? You know? Uber caught up on work that you missed from yesterday, was absent from school. Gotcha. Yeah. Catching up on work. It's funny how much can be done in like a day of school when you miss it. Like, it surprises me sometimes. Because when you're there every day, it feels so like, you know? But then you miss one day and it's like, where are we? What?
What has happened? I don't like that feeling. Being... Like missing, we're talking about missing days of school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
yeah,
everyone's telling us about their weekend, but yeah.
Missing days of school for me was like a last resort. Simply because, like, yeah, I hated being at school. Not fun. Definitely not my favorite thing. But missing school and having to play catch up and like kind of being the odd one out, like, oh, look who's back, even though y'all never paid attention to me while I was here.
Yet I, on my end, was the person that if I missed school and then I needed to catch up, I missed school again to catch up.
That is so sad.
That's what I did. Anyways,
feeling
Pika
of missing was
Potato
worse
made
than
an
going.
EP. Nice. Hyper doesn't know what the tryout is for. And Shane says they started modding Terraria. That's exciting.
Yeah, I saw you pop on T-Mod Loader. That's the name of the Terraria thing. And I know that a couple days ago, the Terraria devs put out a post talking about how there's another small update coming to PC. I'm not sure what that's about. If anyone wants to let me know.
And Hyper, you handled that very well. Just saying no you and then walking away like a badass. Like, that's awesome.
No You is this like, I don't want to say this generation's because No You has been around for
Forever,
quite a while
yeah.
now. But it's like the replacement for like, I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say to me bounces off me and sticks back to you. Because ain't nobody say that these days. Nuh-uh, that is ancient. That is ancient. Might as well show up in a museum. Like, oh, these are some outdated phrases that some ancient people used to use.
Yeah, and of course we know what an EP is, Pika. Especially if you're talking about Potato and like music-wise. Like, I assume you like are being featured or something in it.
Why did I think EpiPen?
That's what you thought?
Clearly, I'm
it's
not
Potato.
always on.
All right,
I know.
so I
yeah,
guess
well, in
Doza
the
is like on some
context of
other
Potato,
level.
yes. Oh no, an eraser's made of rubber. What I just said wouldn't work. No wonder we've moved on to no you.
Yeah, it's better to, I don't know, those situations, like, I've never really confronted any of the bullying that I had growing up. Most of it was racial related for me, and it's really stupid. Like, what are they gonna say? You're too smart? Like, I'm gonna bully you? No, it was usually just being different. And it's okay to be different. We should all celebrate our uniqueness and diversity, and I just kind of moved on.
I don't know. I don't know. I was definitely bullied for being smart, and I wasn't even trying to be smart. Oh my god, I'm doing this in like the stupidest
being
order.
Indian American or even Asian in that sense.
Well, yeah,
like,
you had a target on your back.
Everyone had to, like, most of us were smart because our parents like wanted us to be, and like really, I guess education was such a big deal. Like, that was the biggest part of our lives growing up. Like, they wanted us to focus on it, and they did whatever to make that happen.
I don't know what kind of concessions families made to get their kids into the schools that I was in. Not that it was particularly difficult or anything, as long as you could
Good
pay the
GPA.
tuition.
Oh, right.
No,
really?
Yeah, there was nothing exclusive
Other than it being a private school that you had to pay for.
Yeah, so you had all people with all kinds of like approaches to what they think about their education. Whether, you know, you had the smarty smarts, but you also had the other 90% of the school body. It wasn't the norm, and it was because like you had these people in a system that rewards those who do well on tests. You're gonna bring some animosity towards you from the rest of the group. It was very primal, I think.
I mean, I've been to different like stages of schooling, obviously, but where I really saw like my high school life was very competitive. The high school I went to was specifically like you had to have a certain GPA to be enrolled there. They would kick you out. I don't know if that's still the case now. Like, they still have to, like, you know, diversify their pool or whatever. But I actually went to a high school that was majorly actually like Asian. So Indian, Chinese, like Filipino, like, because it was a magnet school and the GPA requirement and stuff. So that was kind of weird. Like, compared to like what the norm is, I guess, in America, or even in this area that we're in.
I can imagine it being pretty jarring if you were coming from like just a big general like public school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I would have gone to a public school, my high school life would have been so easy academically. Like, I would not have any challenge whatsoever. But yeah. Congrats on getting your permit next Monday, hopefully, Shane. I think you're gonna do amazing. That's super exciting.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you. That reminds me. When I was taking driver's ed, which I took for like a month or whatever before getting my permit, which is not required, by the way, in the United States. You don't have to go to driver's ed. You just have to pass a test, right, at the end of all of this.
Yeah, like the computer test or whatever.
Yeah, it's literally, yeah, the computer test I think is for the permit, and the driving test is for the license, at least in Texas. And basically, we had a couple of girls from, we were separated into like tables, and I knew one person who he went to a school that wasn't mine, but I had known him from middle school. And then we also had a couple of girls who were from a nearby high school. It was a very large public high school, and there were a lot of students from that public high school, that is. And there was a huge range with that too, academically, because you could tell how much certain people cared about doing well on these little mini quizzes and practice tests during driver's ed. And the girls in our group were top 10% of their class. But they were very polarizing in the sense that they only cared about the grades. And while they were friends and all, it was devastating if they didn't do well or as well as each other. And so they were constantly in an arms race.
With each other.
With each other, yeah. And here I'm just kind of like...
coasting along.
I just kind of coasted along. It wasn't particularly difficult, and I didn't put a humongous amount of pressure, but I also had somebody... another stamp.
Let's go.
It was a freaking L. L for loser.
So back to the bully thing really quick. Kitty said something that you would find funny. When I was little,
Kitty
I had
always
bullies
does
for
that.
maybe a week, but then I got a reputation for fighting back with pencil stabbing and biting, and then everyone left me alone, including non-bullies.
So did
man.
that's a pretty tough That's a pretty tough pill to swallow there, because if you fight back, and you fight back within a way that isn't just like punching and kicking, you have a chance of like socially isolating yourself for being, different. I wonder if that happened, because it definitely happened to me. I didn't always conventionally fight back, and I wasn't at that school for very long, for better, not for worse, for better.
I never fought back with bullying until my boarding school years.
I only fought back when I was young.
Back. I figured I have to live here with these people, and if they're gonna bully me like at school, after school, like 24/7, I'm gonna fight back. And that's when I got into my first fist fight, and it was my first and my last fist fight. So yeah, glad I had a couple years of taekwondo before that to prep me. It was self-defense. He took the first punch. Yeah, it was a boy, guys. A boy hit me first, and I was like, nuh-uh, and I fought back.
This is during the times where it was very, very much like you don't hit girls, that kind of thing,
yeah.
and girls don't fight back or whatever, and if they do, it's like the stereotypical like clawing and whatever and pulling hair. Yep. Which wasn't the case because you just started swinging.
It was in the 2000s.
It was in the so yeah. Like
it was in the 2000s.
Watch any like teen drama movie from the 2000s, and you'll see every stereotype imaginable.
Of a guy not hitting a girl.
Yeah, I don't hit girls.
And that's true. I am a gamer girl. Don't mess with me. I got all the way to purple belt in Taekwondo, and I don't remember anything. At least not today, but I did back then. And we were absolutely, challenge is good if it helps you improve. And I will say that my high school, being as pressured as it was to do really good there, it was so, like, going through all of that made it so much easier for me in my college experience. And I stand by that my high school experience was harder than my freshman year of college. Which is not the case for many.
No, it wasn't the case for me. High school was the next logical step, and I didn't have all the extra stuff that you had to deal with.
And hey, Zo, welcome back. I do see your Kermit request here. You say it's 25 points well spent. I'm just getting it ready for Doza here.
Oh boy.
So let's see. Kermit, you ready?
I kid you not. He turned himself into a breakable pot. Funniest thing I've ever seen. No cap.
Okay.
Interesting.
Thank you for the
Kermit request. Yeah.
I didn't expect that. I was expecting round meal again.
That's usually from Anime Trio.
No, but I know, but I was expecting it like because it's been a while. It's been a while, and it's been requested so many times, regardless of the person. Oh man.
And advocating for yourself is super amazing, super great, super proud of you for that, Hyper, and anyone else. Like, it goes back to knowing each of your like own individual self-worth and just speaking up for yourself. It's better than fighting, obviously, but you do need to fight for yourself, not just always physically, but in other ways. I think so many of us sometimes, are people pleasers or just don't want confrontation or whatever, but not dealing with those kind of things at a younger age will kind of make it harder later in life. I've been pushed over at jobs and stuff too because I'm trying to people please everyone until my breaking point, which was when I quit my job. And before I quit my job, I went straight to HR and called out all of the shit that was happening because it was a toxic work environment. There was no way, like, I didn't want to be honest for whoever else is going to come into that position, especially at a manager role. Like, ugh.
I can't believe what you had to go through.
Yeah. And hey, Potato, hey, Jess, welcome back, guys.
How y'all doing?
We are back. It's crazy. I know sometimes missing one stream feels like forever, but we're here. We're going to do a bonus stream sometime this weekend. We're hoping to finish Twilight Princess tomorrow. Like, it's looking to be a good end of the month, start of October coming up.
I love October. It's probably my favorite month besides February.
Yeah, October is a great month. There's a lot, actually. One of my favorite Indian festivals called Navratri happens in October, which is going to be starting soon, so lots of delicious food in our future. There's also a lot of dancing, but with COVID, we're not really going to do anything again this year. Still not perfectly safe to do everything, and my family's still overseas, but hopefully this is just one more year, and next year we can go all out,
I hope so. I'm counting on it.
I want to dance so bad, but like we dance here at the place, and it's just me and Doza. But I want to, you know, dance with the whole group of people and have a lot of fun, you know.
And so it's one of it's one of the 10 commandments of Zelda games. You know, it's just a thing that has to happen. If pot, then break.
That's
you know,
true.
it's in my coding. What do I need to do here? I need to shoot the thing again, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And being the crazy kid, yeah, I totally understand that, Kitty, yeah. But I mean, like, if you don't have the size, you can't just get by on punches and kicks like everybody else. You don't have that privilege.
Yeah.
So you gotta resort to what you have. Now, I'm not obviously I would never advocate for physical violence, but you know, I also have an instinct of self-preservation. And I like not being hurt. That's just me. I like not having pain. I know I'm a little different, but hey, you do what you gotta do.
Oh my gosh, Potato, we have not started watching Squid Game yet, but we plan to very soon, like probably this weekend. Or because you guys are talking about it now, maybe we'll start an episode tonight, but I'm worried about that because if we do, that means we're gonna want to keep watching it, right? Because of all the things I've heard about it,
I heard it's very bingeable, right?
yeah, it's very binge-worthy. It's like #1 in like all of the countries that Netflix like shares the top ratings for, and has been for a while. So, yeah,
we just saw somebody make cookies, and it was in reference to it's a reference to Squid Game, and I'm like,
what? Yeah.
Okay, sure.
It was like a TikTok where this dude was making cookies and like he failed or something, and then he died. Well, he didn't actually die on the TikTok, but you know, like that was the acting of it. It was, I don't know what this show is really about, but I'm excited. I hear there was some controversy about like the guy. So apparently there was a phone number that's shown on a card in the Squid Game where it's an actual person's number, like in Korea. And the dude like is suing Netflix for like showing that to everybody because people have actually been calling and texting him, and it's been his number for so long, and he does business through it that he can't like just change his number. So that was on the news, and I was like, what is like, why are people messaging it? Like, do you always call the numbers that are in like TV shows? Because that's weird.
I think people would absolutely do that, yeah.
There's this Rec Room version of Squid Game too? Wow.
Oh, kind of like, that reminds me of Roblox. You just kind of like make something with the rules of something else, right?
Okay,
like,
Roblox and Rec Room are very, very similar, so that makes sense.
oh my god, these things are annoying. Okay, you know what? Let's not play around anymore. These remind me of, I don't know if we'll get to it soon, but in Dead Space 2 there are these little characters, or these little enemies that kind of like swarm you, and that's what these little spiders remind me of, and it kind of grosses me out.
Uber, I'm curious, like I don't think anyone should be like physically harmed, like especially in a school environment. What do you mean by you enjoy it now? Is it something that like you're just trying to cope and deal with because nothing's like changed?
Well, think of it like this. If people, okay, so people hurt people to get a reaction, right? To get a certain kind of reaction. If you don't give that to them,
then they don't want to do it. Or that encourages them to keep trying new things until you do it.
It's possible, yes. Every situation is different, and there's also the other side, like, if you are being bullied, then someone is paying attention to you.
Gotcha.
So it's complicated. Oh.
Isn't Total Drama Island the cartoon, the animated one?
The one that
we started
Survivor?
watching? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so we did start watching that. So I'm kind of glad that you're comparing it to
That's
that, saying it's more
hilarious.
mature and more violent, because that's definitely right up our alley, especially the fact that it's live action, too, for me, at least. When things are really dramatic, like in live action shows for me, I really enjoy them. It makes my life seem a little less crazy. That's what I really love about like a lot of drama shows out there. Like when I watch it, I'm like, man, it would suck to be them. I know it's completely fiction, but like still, it just makes me feel like, okay, like I can handle things, you know?
Go, Link, go! Okay. I know this is probably not going to way I mean to do it, but I'm going to be a wolf for a second.
We didn't get very far in Total Drama Island, Jess. We saw, because it's on Netflix, we saw how many episodes? Maybe like 5 or 6, right?
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember.
Some of the characters are insane. But it's very over the top and it's funny. It's a good, like, just keep on and whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not, like, hooked to it by any means. But I do enjoy, like, reality TV and, like, competitive shows a lot. I've never seen anything like Squid Game, I don't think. So once we do watch it, we'll definitely tell you guys what our thoughts are. Something that we did recently watch, though, is we finally started watching the X-Men movies in order, because we've been talking, I think on stream like a couple weeks ago, right? We were talking about X-Men.
We were talking about, yeah, like trying to expand the amount of movies that we want to see and that we've been seeing.
Because like there's so many that people have seen and have been recommending, so we're like, well, what's another like series of movies? And the X-Men series is a good one to start with. We've seen Deadpool and Deadpool 2, but like there's other obviously the X-Men, so like we've been kind of following that, and I really like Wolverine. Hugh Jackman does an incredible job playing as him, and
he's an incredible actor.
He is. Yeah, Doza finally saw The Greatest Showman.
Yes, that
happened, which was also Hugh Jackman and really good. So I think we saw that, and then that's why I was like, okay, well, Disney also has all of the X-Men movies. Well, not all of them, but some of them, so we should start watching that. And we realized we haven't really seen a lot of Hugh Jackman movies until now, but they're really good.
Now, we did see that one from like the 2000s or something.
Well, yeah, like that's what I meant, like some of his older stuff, but we haven't seen any of the newer things. So it was nice, like seeing, you know, him as Wolverine and like Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique and stuff. So we're kind of going through that series.
I think that whole thing, or like watching the X-Men, because it's been going on. I don't know if it's like over or whatever.
I don't think it's over technically.
But it spanned from the year 2000 to 2019, and like so far it's been really nice seeing how like superhero movies have matured, because by the time the MCU started, we already had a pretty good foundation. I think the first 3 X-Men movies, while a little rough, I think that they paved the way for a lot of what modern superhero movies like are like now. I think we have a lot to thank for that, because before you had what, like Tim Burton's Batman, like really corny and really campy.
Which have I seen? I don't think I've seen Tim Burton. No, I've only seen the other ones. Yeah.
You haven't seen Jim Carrey as the Riddler with bright orange hair.
But yeah, we did mention The Greatest Showman, Pika. I know it's one of your favorites. Yeah, Doza finally saw it, which was cool. Zendaya was phenomenal, as she is in pretty much all of her roles. I even remember when Zendaya was like on Shake It Up and Disney, and I was like, oh, that's cute. But like, she's really grown into such an incredible like actress on so many levels. One thing that I really liked about The Showman too is Michelle Williams, who was like the wife. I used to watch back on Dawson's Creek, like in the 90s, which it's like one of your teen drama romance like shows. But yeah, so it was nice to see her on the big screen. I know she's done other stuff, but you know, just in general. And Pika, we only watched it once, so I don't think we necessarily have like a favorite song at the moment. Like, it was good.
I don't. I like the intro song. That's really the only one that like stuck with me.
There's also that one that like went viral on TikTok as a trend and everyone was doing. That was like, I finally, you know, got the reference to it. There's, what else about that? Oh, so like after watching The Greatest Showman, something that I always do is I go down like a whirlwind of like research about some of things, especially when it's a movie about real life people, or like an interpretation of their life or whatever, or based on loosely. So I went and looked about like all the circus stuff. Like there was so much that I went into, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. I even looked up at their full like actual family tree, like, and to see like who the people are today that like would still have any part of this, like financially or whatever. And it was interesting. I went down this whole whirlwind of like Wikipedia stuff. And hey Justin, how are you doing? Smeltaroon to you too. I don't know. We haven't played Deltarune yet.
Is there smelting in Deltarune?
I don't know. I think that's the next game we want to play next week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So that's what we're planning on. We'll see what happens once we finish this game with Zelda, and then I don't know what else October holds for us yet, but we'll have a better feel for it after this weekend. Because usually the first weekend of every month, we do a little bit more like, you know, our monthly goals, intentions, and stuff, and that will be able to help with there.
Boom, got them all.
Nice.
What do you think's in this? Compass?
Ooh, you're giving it
Oh, we have
11
one.
out of 10?
What?
Dang, that's high praise for Delta in
Ooh.
Chapter 2.
I was like, okay, I don't think The Greatest Showman was an 11 out of 10 movie. I don't know about that.
We do plan on playing Chapter 1 and 2 together.
Yeah, just we're gonna start over.
Just to make sure we, you know, are refreshed with everything and stuff. Jess finished it too. What's your rating, Jess? If Potato is 11 out of 10, and anyone else who's already played it, give us your ratings. I want to see what the comparisons are.
Ouch.
Toby is forever goated. Oh, he's been goated. But yeah, this is just continuing his incredible, phenomenal reputation. Yeah.
Repertoire? No.
Repertoire. Kitty's giving a rating for Greatest Showman of 4 out of 10. I think I'm just a sucker for stories of people that have like done things in their lives, like in a way. Like, you know, when you have like an autobiography or a biography, like that's what I've been into lately. Reading people's actual stories and being inspired by them, mostly in books, but like movies are great too in a way. I just wish some of the people were still alive and they can have their like they're in it, you know? Or like they helped develop it to tell their story themselves.
And Justin, I really like how you described that.
Maybe.
It made you feel that magical feeling in games that you haven't felt in a long time.
That's exciting. That makes me very excited for next week if we start it, yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? It's gonna be a good time.
I'm trying to think, like, what's the last magical moment I had in a video game? But obviously Zelda
like with a
games...
new one.
Right, but the Zelda games have, like, a magical moment for us because of how much Zelda is intertwined into our relationship.
Yeah,
so there's a
like,
lot from there.
There's always a level of magicalness. What I'm wondering is, like... There's a difference between, like, knowing that you're gonna play something good because it's established, like a Zelda game, right? Or a Mario game or whatever, and then, like, playing something that's newer or unconventional for the first time. That's its own kind of unique magic. So, like, when you played Breath of the Wild for the first time, Noosh, and, like, going through that...
That was magical, yes.
That had its own unique
a new
magical
game. Yeah,
feeling.
but also for me, Link's Awakening, the new, like, the remastered for the Switch.
Well, yeah, because we
was-
also saw that stuff in person.
Yes. So having gone to PAX West and seeing that in person and then playing it, like, that was pretty cool for me as well. Well, this is pretty epic.
It's kind of like that one that we saw on Ocarina of Time, the Dark Nut. Also,
Yeah.
the dogs, the buff dogs knights were this guy in Wind Waker.
Gotcha.
How do I do the thing where I
Jess gave a rating of
slide?
10.5 out of 10. Hyper also the same rating. So Potato's the highest at 11 right now. Kitty says 8 out of 10. My only critique is that I couldn't play more. Gotcha. So you want more. And Hyper, as far as Queen documentary goes, do you mean like the band or do you mean like the Queen of England? There's a lot of Queen documentaries. I do watch a lot of documentaries, so I'm curious which one you're referring to. Deltarune Chapter 2 felt like I was playing through a movie or something because of how the plot and pacing was. That's exciting. I hope to be like, you know, just... I don't even know what to expect, but the fact that you're saying it's like a movie just makes me excited even more to go on that journey, because that's what I feel like with all of the games that we play for the most part on stream, because we're trying to complete as many games as we can. They're all different stories, and going through that, like immersing ourselves into it and having deep conversations because of the plot or the characters or the development, like the story is what I'm there for more than anything. Like I've even said I don't really care too much for the combat as long as like I have a story. Like that's how I was with The Last of Us, and I stand by that because that's the type of person I am. But that, you know, that's that.
I've defeated my Dark Nut.
Dark Nut. Oh, I thought you were doing that at first, but it was just like a little animation.
Nah, we're not playing this on the Wii. Sorry, no motion controls. Oh, look,
I
we hit all
sometimes wish I
this.
could go back to the first time that I played Breath of the Wild as well. Like, I remember that day, that moment so specifically. In fact, we actually wrote a comic about it for Patreon about that day a little bit because it was a big moment in our lives. I feel like the Switch came out, Breath of the Wild came out. We had like a little bit of trouble getting the game at first, and it was all kinds of things.
Yeah, I mean, there you go, right?
Yeah.
Well, there was a lot going on, for sure, and it was nice having it.
Mr. Fox says this chapter is the most packed with cutscenes, so I know Nusha's gonna dig it. Nice.
She loves cutscenes.
I do, especially like really good storytelling, impactful like cutscenes. You know, not just a cutscene for the sake of a cutscene, but like a strategically placed cutscene that actually enhances the situation. You know?
Agreed. And thank you, Justin and Potato, for being poggers and getting that quote.
Dark nut. And hey, Smug, how are you doing? Welcome back.
How's it going?
Yeah, the characters, I mean, Undertale had amazing characters that have stuck with us, so I'm sure.
Oh my. Just reading Kitty's comment.
Sounds like a moment when you watch something bad or weird but secretly liked it more than you expected. Yeah, what a dark nut. Yeah, it worked. That checks out.
Sure, we're gonna see it show up on Urban Dictionary. Just you wait. Can you
I
use
wonder
that in a
if
sentence?
we're in Urban Dictionary yet.
I don't know. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be. Or like globs. Like, what is a glob? I don't know.
Where's this need to be going?
You can't go up the stairs.
Maybe I can just like destroy this stuff. Roll? No, that's not what we want. There we go.
I feel like anyone who's played Breath of the Wild, like that moment, yes, you said that so perfectly, Jess. It does hit different.
Oh wait, we want to bring this guy, don't we?
Honestly, even finding my first Korok felt really nice. They're just so cute, you know? I was thinking about, and maybe we've said this on stream, I don't know.
What?
Doze and I were thinking about getting a couple of like Korok plushies, or just one maybe, and doing this thing where we like hide it around our place until the other person finds it. So like, if we get a Korok plush, I hide it somewhere, and then Doza finds it because, you know, he's living and doing things with our place, right? And
Living and breathing.
Right, but then after he finds it, then he hides it for me kind of thing. We just keep doing that, and that'd just be a thing we do for fun around here because, I don't know, like the magic of finding a Korok in your home, you know?
That would be really nice.
So I was looking at some of like the small like creators who make small little like crochet plushies or something. I don't know. I need to look for it. Kind of like Elf on the Shelf, but like Elf on the Shelf is meant to be more of a not strategic, but like a thing for kids. Like, oh, he's watching you to make sure you're being nice for Santa, right?
Yeah, it creeps me out.
Yeah, we don't
I don't like Elf on the Shelf.
Yeah.
I like Link in the Sink.
Look
But
up
not Elf on the Shelf.
Link in this thing. But yeah, I think the Korok thing would be fun. And yeah, it is cute, right? Like, I don't know. We've been here in this place for like just all the time really working, and I'm like, this could be a fun way to spark a little joy outside of, you know, streaming and other things that we do. Like, imagine you're looking for like a book that's on the shelf, and then like behind it as you pull it out,
I would
it's
love
a little
that.
Korok. Like, what?
That would be that would really brighten my day.
And we do have lots of like good hiding places. In fact, every year for Easter, even with the pandemic last year, like I gave Doza his own Easter egg hunt, and he loved it, and it was so cute watching him like find everything.
Come on.
Hide a Korok in one of Doza's pants that he's not wearing. Oh, that's a good one, like in the pocket or something.
How small is this Korok gonna be? Is it like an egg?
Oh, well, I was looking at those little mini like crochet ones that people make.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they look more like homey and earthy kind of thing. I don't know though. I don't think Nintendo ever has one. If you guys have any more ideas of where to hide it, let me know. I haven't even bought the thing yet, but I want to soon.
Oh,
So is the dialogue in Deltarune, is it like voice actors, or is it more like how it was in Undertale? I forget what chapter 1. We did all the voices, didn't we?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think voice acting is going to be part of anything like that.
okay,
I seriously doubt Deltarune Chapter 2 specifically has voices.
Right. What if, though? It has evolved.
Could you imagine, though?
Oh, man. Hyper, I don't know if I should hide it in the oven, because sometimes we just start preheating without checking. That would be bad. We would burn the Korok.
Yeah, if I see the certain things that I may keep in the oven, not in the oven's getting turned on.
Yeah.
That's
So-
dangerous.
Maybe not there. Maybe the microwave, though, because you have to
Microwave
open
is-
the microwave to put something in it, you know? But that
Yeah.
would be to, like, found in a day. We use it quite often.
How am I missing these? What the heck?
Wait until you're 2 songs in the game. They have voices, kind of. Ooh.
Oh, okay, well that's fine. I like that. I like it, kind of like Midna, you know, like she says things.
But she also has, like, a little bit of a voice.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm envisioning.
And hey, Voxar, welcome back. How are you doing?
How's it going?
I saw you made chicken and dumplings today, and if you have a recipe, please feel free to share, because I love chicken and dumplings.
My friend's grandma makes chicken and dumplings, but specifically, it's a version of chicken and dumplings that I didn't expect at all. The first time that she ever made it for us, he was like hyping it up like crazy. And I'm like, okay, cool, chicken and dumplings. I'm guessing some kind of like wet bread biscuit and like chicken, right? And what it actually ended up being was it was like a rice dish, and the dumplings were like thick strips of like tortilla, like flour tortilla, and like with pieces of chicken. And I was like, damn, this is really good, and was not at all what I was expecting. So that was kind of neat.
I've never had this friend's grandma's chicken and dumplings, but Doza talks about it every time I bring up chicken and dumplings.
So it's my only story. It is my only story.
There was this like German place that we went to downtown San Antonio that had really good chicken and dumplings, but it's so far out of our way. We only went because it was nearby PAX South when we went near the convention center a few years ago, and it was one of the places that wasn't as crowded because everyone's going to like all of the fast food and like chains and things like that, and we're like, let's go to this like family business type thing. And Kitty, we have not. I noticed it was a Google Drive link, and I was like, okay, I should wait to like do this later because, you know, like let's set some time dedicated to it. So we will get to it. It's still on my list.
You half remembered it, and you needed measurements from your mom.
Gotcha.
Feel free to share. Feel free to
Yeah,
share.
no pressure, but I haven't ever made it successfully.
I've never tried.
I've only tried once though, so I guess I haven't given myself too much like wiggle room there, but I do crave it often. I can make a killer like chicken noodle soup, but chicken and dumplings just hits different.
There we go. Now I want only that.
Soon.
How about chicken tikka dumplings? Chicken tikka masala dumplings. Heck yeah, that sounds delicious.
People do make like dumplings, but then they fill the dumpling itself with chicken tikka masala. We could do that.
You mean like a samosa?
That's more of a pastry filled with like a potato filling, but
You mean like no.
There's so many food. I mean, especially with our kitchen back up and running. I know it was only a week, but it's hard when you cook all of your meals, you know, and then you don't have a kitchen. Like, it sucks. But now that it's back and we can cook again, I'm looking forward to October. We have a couple of ideas for things that we want to bake, actually, with it being like prime baking season coming up in a way. So that'll be fun. Maybe even some Halloween treats. We keep seeing TikToks of like Halloween goodies and stuff, and we're like, yeah, let's bake something spooky.
Spooky?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. We keep saying these things, and I'm hoping something comes out.
Well, we have to plan it and do it, but
Exactly.
Yes.
Not confirming anything one way or the other, but we recently acquired a cake decorating base.
Yes, one of those like little cake stands, because we've made cake before, but never anything that was worth sharing. It was just like a sweet gesture for a friend. We wanted to bake a cake for them, and then like that was it, you know? So I don't know, it'll be an interesting attempt, but we have an idea that we want to do.
Why is my thing over there?
And absolutely, Kitty. Yeah, we want to make sure we give it the time it needs. So we'll definitely get to it. I know sometimes we take a while on messages in Discord and other places, but we eventually, hopefully you all see that eventually we do reply. And if we haven't, please call us out because we don't want it to be like going missing for like months, you know?
Did you ever do that with friends, like when you still had a Facebook? The little pokey thing?
Oh, the poke thing, yeah. That was unnecessary. Though I did hear, okay, so like I don't do much on Etsy really, but I hear that Etsy is changing their policies for creators where they have to respond within 24 hours, which is great and all, but they also have to be like responding to every message. So they have to be the last person in the conversation at all times, which I think for a customer could be pretty annoying if they're just saying like thanks or something again or whatever. Like you have to reply again to that. What do you say? When does the conversation end? Why is Etsy being so like whatever about this?
What happens when a customer abuses that from their favorite creator or whatever?
I don't know. That's the thing. Like I saw some creators like venting about it on Instagram over the weekend, and I was like, ugh, like I'm glad we're not on Etsy. That was my initial reaction. You remember your school goes all out for Halloween, Justin? That's cool. You're gonna be in Auron? A-U-R-O-N? What is that? You know what that is?
I'm looking at chat right now, which is why I'm just spamming spin. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
I'm gonna Google it. Oh, it's from Final Fantasy. A playable character in Final Fantasy. A former warrior monk. He looks cool.
A-U-Ron? Oh, my favorite.
A-U-Ron? Oh, did I just say it wrong?
It was a joke.
Oh, never mind. Okay. Well,
anyone in chat get my joke so I can feel validated?
Well, Justin, that's gonna be super cool. I look forward to hearing about how you put that together. Potato even said the Final Fantasy character. I don't know why I didn't just look down a little bit. Dang.
Wow, everyone knows except
now,
us.
yeah, apparently.
Oh, I can't climb up there.
Aw, sorry to hear about your mic, Hyper. That's not fun.
Oh no. That's sad.
And then the world isn't loading in Terraria. No, guys, we need more good things happening. Tell us something good quick. Someone.
Anybody. How the heck do I get over there? What is this noise?
And yeah, the Etsy thing is definitely a recipe for disaster, as you put it. I was just like, whoa, I don't know. Like, I try really, like, we both, Doza and I, try super hard to, you know, set time aside in our schedule to really reply to comments on YouTube or respond everywhere else. Like, with having so many different social medias and so many different inboxes or DM places or whatever, like, we try our best. And I think we do a pretty decent job, and I hope we can keep and maintain that as we, you know, grow here.
Yes. This ought to do it. All right. We finally have the big boy back. Jeez, that took forever.
Aw, Jess, I'm glad your mom was able to kill a spider for you. I typically, we typically try, if there's like a bug or something, we'll try to get it outside somehow.
That's our preferred method.
Yeah, it can be pretty scary though. And when I say or when Joseph said our preferred method, he means his, because I don't go near it. I'm a coward also.
That bell thing scared me. Oh my god.
Loud, yeah.
Oh, it's a Poe. That's where I remember hearing it. I keep thinking we're talking about like Koroks earlier, right? So I'm like, where's the Korok? I hear it. Where's the Korok?
Where is it?
It's not. It's a Poe.
Oh.
Like jangling a stupid little lantern, waiting for me to kill him. Which I'm not even sure how I would get up there, honestly.
Maybe this thing rises. It doesn't.
Oh, well, there's this.
Maybe your slingshot? Oh, that's what you were gonna do. There you are.
Ah, okay. Cool. Well, at least...
And then you can ride.
Yeah. Now we're never gonna miss another ride again. Man, I wish this was more useful.
That's really cool of you to let the spider have some space there, Boxer. I'd be scared.
Like if it's a non-venomous spider, like it only helps, right?
I guess so.
Oh,
And I guess it's
so
outside your
twice.
house. Like, obviously indoors would be a lot scarier. And hey, Box Boy, coming in telling us you got in trouble?
What happened?
4 months after an event where I insulted a female that had insulted me, making mine in defense, but a woman moment.
Ooh, I hate not being treated equally.
Yeah, same. That sucks. I'm sorry. Also, like, for something that happened like 4 months ago, like, can we just move on, guys?
Yeah, isn't there there's not like a statutory limits or whatever?
I don't know how schools function. I'm assuming this is at school. I don't know where else there would be, like, you know, a random woman or female.
Probably school.
The only reason I would want to get into Final Fantasy Potato is because of Moogle. Ever since we got that Moogle plush nap pillow thingy, like, I mean, Moogle's changed our life.
And I don't know if you're gonna get any unique twists for the majority of Final Fantasy because it's kind of like the granddaddy of turn-based RPGs. Like, they're the ones who like set the formula straight. Obviously, it's not the only one, especially not of its time. We also have all the other JRPGs like Chrono Cross and stuff that came before that. But who knows? But I completely understand. We don't really play turn-based stuff around here on this channel, so...
TLOZ does play a turn-based game on his free time, though.
It's the one and only one that I've like, man, I like this. The only other turn-based game that I've sunk in a decent amount of time is like Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone for the Game Boy Color.
And Divinity.
That's why I said the only other.
You didn't even say Divinity today,
You're
though.
right, you're right. I haven't mentioned
we had
Divinity
to,
today.
well, what if everyone doesn't know?
Okay, Divinity 2 is a great game. I love it. And the other game is Harry Potter. They're the only two turn-based games I've like invested actual time in my life.
And Jess, that's a fear of mine as well. I remember at our old place.
Forgot about Pokemon. Whoa, why'd I forget? Why'd we forget? Noosh, this is on you too.
Well, I was looking at Jess's comment, and I was gonna comment about how I'd be scared too if there was a bug in my room, and then like I would worry about it going into like my mouth or my ears.
Yeah, especially since I've actually had a really big fat green caterpillar in the middle of the night land on my face.
No.
It was horrific.
I mean, that's so
I was living in a house that was built in like the 50s or 60s, right? And the room that I was accompanying at the time, I don't even want to say lived in, honestly. It was a house, not a home. It had one of those like wall AC units, but that hasn't worked since like, I don't know, Nixon or whatever. And I guess a caterpillar made it through the unit and onto my face. It was like 2 a.m., so I was quite scared. I was quite terrified, and I ended up taping the whole thing. And I left it like that, even when like we sold the house. I was like, no, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not opening that up.
Yeah, no, I would be mortified.
We're selling the house as is.
Also, Bugsboy, I'm sorry again that happened to you. Hopefully you're able to keep your distance from her and like there's no more like issues, you know? Sometimes it's best to just stay away if you can help it.
Oh, kind of like Enya. She has a song. Stay away, stay away, stay away.
You sound exactly like Enya. Oh my gosh.
I know. I'm sorry. I may have confused a couple of people.
I've never heard of Yakuza like a dragon, but I'm glad that's your favorite game and it'll always be your favorite. That's high praise, Uber.
That's awesome.
And I don't know how we forgot Pokemon, but you're right. Pokemon is absolutely another turn-based game that TLOZ loves. We haven't played a Pokemon game in a while.
Because
why?
It's actually not because it's turn-based.
Why is the reason?
The reason used to be because they're long. But now we play long games more. We're trying to
incorporate longer games, so we should absolutely do it again. I think the last one we played on stream was Let's Go Eevee? Which was forever ago, because you even played Sword and Shield. You played Shield, right, is what we got?
Yeah, offline.
You played that off-stream,
Off stream. But this new Arceus game is going to come out at some point, and maybe we'll play that. So that'll be totally different than anything, and as far as I know, it's not turn-based. We still actually haven't looked at the information about the game, so we don't really know much about it other than people run around and Pokemon can try and kill you or whatever. Like, for real.
We did watch, that Pokemon movie? That little cute one with... So you guys know when, like, Bulbasaur picks up Togepi? And it's, like, the cutest, precious little highlight video thingy ever? I finally watched the movie that came from, and my heart was just bursting with like joy. Jigglypuff has great scenes too.
It's called Pikachu's Vacation, if you guys want to look that up.
We just needed like a wholesome moment this weekend, and Doza was like, this would be perfect for it. And we literally just cuddled in bed and watched that, and I really enjoyed it. It was probably the highlight of my weekend.
And all of the same sound beats were like coming back to me as it was unfolding. 'Cause I've seen it so many times.
Yeah,
'Cause
it
originally-
was my first.
Yeah, originally it only was shown before the Pokemon the first movie.
Like in theaters.
In the US. In
Yeah.
theaters, yeah.
Also, as far as your topic change there, Box Boy, what do I think of carpal tunnel? It's unfortunate that it's a thing, and I actually a couple years, well, I shouldn't say a couple years ago, it was a while ago actually, probably 6 years ago, I had like I had issues with my wrists, and I still do to this day, and when I went to go get it checked out, I was told to like start doing like these exercises with like this lacrosse ball and things like that to help with the pain that I have. And it still gets to me when I do a lot of typing and stuff. I hope it's not actually like I have carpal tunnel. It's just you need to like work on it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess my thoughts are it sucks.
Yeah, not a fan. I'm against.
Yeah, like
I'm not for
if we could
carpal
avoid
tunnel.
it, I guess like preventative care
That's my political stance.
Yeah.
I want carpal tunnel out of here. They're not welcome here.
Stay out of my house.
Stay out of my house. Don't call me. Don't come over. You know, all of that good stuff. I don't know why I threw that. I just felt like I had
And yeah, 60-hour games. I don't know if we'll ever play a 60-hour game.
I don't think so. Like
that's like that would be like 2 months almost, right? With at the current pace we're going at.
like even if we streamed longer, like every night, it would still be like if we streamed 3 hours a night, and this is just a round number here, 3 hours a night. We would finish a 60-hour game in 20 streams, which would be like 3 months, I think. Like, well, on the cusp of 3 months. My favorite JRPG is Tales of Symphonia, but that's an easy 50, 60 hour game. And that's not even one of the longer JRPGs. And I would love to play it with Noosh, but that probably ain't gonna happen.
And Uber, carpal tunnel is basically like this, I guess, condition, like where you feel like this like numbness in your hand. It's specific, like it's a specific part, but it comes a lot from typing is what people say, like because of your posture when you're like working on the computer and stuff, but you just get pain in your hand.
It can also happen if you write a lot.
Yeah, writing a lot, like handwriting, or just using your hands a lot can happen. So I don't really have like anything specifically to help with it. Like it's super common, and you just have to like kind of deal with it and make it feel better through like ice or like working on little exercises to keep the flexibility and things. You can also get surgery if it gets super extreme, but you kind of want to avoid that.
Keep in mind, like the wrist houses like what, 11 different little bones. It's 11 or 13, I don't remember. I'm not
We're
a
gonna
biologist.
sing the bone song
doctor.
right now. Just kidding.
Oh yeah, the wrist bone's connected to the 10 other bones next to it.
Oh man.
What the heck? Why is this still closed?
Man, yeah, I've actually been feeling, so remember how I've been doing like 30 minutes of Animal Crossing like here and there? I haven't in a couple days with the work this weekend, but I should get back to it. Regardless, like even playing with the handheld of the Switch can hurt sometimes in that sense. I really need to give my hands a complete break. The only break they get is while I sleep, and even then I think I move around a lot.
Ow, I took damage. Ow, I took damage again. I'm hurting myself.
Lincoln is homie walking through the hallway. That's basically what's happening here.
Yeah, I mean, he's my best friend, and we're never gonna see each other again after this dungeon.
Rhythm games are rough for your wrists and hands as well. Just the fast movements.
Quick micro movements are tough to manage over a long period of time. And actually, professional players who play Super Smash Bros. Melee, simply because of the amount of things that you need to do per minute to be competitive in that game. Some professional players have even resorted to switching over to a modified like arcade stick board, fight stick. They're called fight sticks, I think, where it's literally like this rectangle box on your lap that has a bunch of like arcade buttons, the flat ones, with a joystick that you hold with your hand, just to avoid carpal tunnel for this one game. It's intense.
So like when we write like thank you notes and like Patreon goodies, like when we send messages out to you guys, I like to try to do handwritten because I think it just adds that personalization a little bit. But there have been days that my hand hurts so much because I do all the writing for those. Like Joe and I come up with the messages together, but like I'm the one physically doing the writing. And when it hurts and cramps up, you can see not only my handwriting deteriorating like over time, but it's gotten to the point sometimes with every month that I'm like, maybe we should start like just printing it and we'll still sign our names. Like that will still be the personalization. So we have kind of made that shift to make it a little bit easier. Hopefully people still, you know, think it's thoughtful and a nice gesture regardless, but it, you know, people don't really write things anymore.
Who writes? Nerd.
I love writing. I think my handwriting's gorgeous when I actually, like, you know, I'm not hurting in pain from it.
I love setting our tablets to the calligraphy setting and then having Noosh just have fun with that.
Yeah, but that's, you know, there's just something different that hits about a written note sometimes, but I think it's okay to do typed and then sign it too.
There is something really nice and personal about that. You're not wrong.
Yeah. I'm excited to play Friday Night Funkin' eventually.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, all the work that, you know, you, Potato, and also Shane on the mod and everyone else's like input and stuff, it's so cool to see it all come together and it's gonna be super, super hype. And hey James, welcome back. I guess we are in one of the cool places, huh?
I think lore-wise, in terms of the entirety of the Zelda story, I got 20 pole souls. I thought there were only 20.
You can use fight sticks for Smash?
Yeah, you can. It's expensive, but it's... I've heard good... If you want to put in the time to learn it, I've only heard good things about it. So just look up, like, fight stick Smash controller, and I'm sure you'll find it. I've wanted to, but I don't think I would be able to dedicate or stay dedicated long enough to make the investment worth it. I think they're probably like pushing around $200, but I haven't actually looked it up myself, so I don't know.
You know, Boxway, that's a valid fear. I do think though that on many levels, a lot of the people that get, you know, into this community, that stick around and come back when they want to or whatever, like obviously it's game based very heavily, but for the most part, we have a lot of good globs here. I was gonna say good seeds because that's the actual reference, but like everyone's just super considerate of each other and there's not too many issues and we're super, super fortunate for that. And I think it's gonna continue to grow that way. I
think the biggest thing is that like we don't really give any attention to super edgy meme lords and they get bored and move on.
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
I will 100% lose that view if it means this community is better
worth it,
for the rest of y'all.
It's all about sustainability and making sure we're building a safe, positive environment for everyone. I still think it's remarkable like how we're all so diverse and like from different places of the world, different socioeconomic statuses, different like cultures, what have you, and like we come together and have common passions and are able to talk about whatever. I mean, look at the conversation today. We went from carpal tunnel to our sync saga to education and school and bullying to video games to Netflix and shows and movies. Like it's infinite the amount of things that we can talk about, but I think we're all just, like Kitty says, a sweet community and we can all still get together like and just have fun. And I think when people see that, they either are gonna crave wanting to be a part of something like that and that's why they stick around, or you guys always say you're not really here for the games, you're here for the conversations. Like hopefully that's the thing. Sometimes people are here for the games though too. So everyone's different. I thrive off of these conversations. They give me the happiness, the joy, and the energy I need to keep going on with my day sometimes. That's why like when we canceled yesterday too, it's like, I know we needed to, and that's why we put it out like as soon as we realized in the morning, yeah, there's no way, we need to keep working tonight. Like it happened. And hey, Unknown Spirit, how are you doing?
More Terraria, nice.
Welcome back.
I'll move this thing. I don't know
So
where
there's a couple
my big
people
buddy
doing
is.
Terraria T-mod loader stuff. That's cool. And hey, Adi, how are you doing? Welcome back.
Well, I'm confused, Justin. I'm
you're
unnooshing your glob.
Or
Is
what?
noosh a verb now? Like what?
I don't
What does
know.
that mean?
We are, though, our original characters, we call them globs. And if you look in the center of the stream overlay, like those are all globs that people have created in the community that wanted to, you know, create their own. But yeah, that's what we call it. Our community is like the globiverse, if you will. People were wanting us to like, they've given us so many suggestions for lore and stories and things that we've kept note of. We wrote a little bit on our website if you want to check it out at newshandoza.com, but I know there's so many more notes that we've saved. We're kind of compiling it all together. Maybe we'll do something with it someday, but there's a million things we want to do someday. So many more games, so many more creative things and videos and all kinds of stuff.
Absolutely. Why do I keep hitting this stupid statue?
I'm super glad that you feel accepted how you are, Boxboy, because that's super important. I would never want anyone to necessarily change to be able to fit in somewhere. I would want people to feel like authentically themselves, while still, if anything, like obviously when people hang out, they're gonna get certain mannerisms, right? Like that are gonna be similar. Like we all say certain, like, I guess catchphrases or whatever. Like it happens. You know, when you spend a lot of time with someone, you basically become the company you keep, right?
Exactly, yeah. And
While still keeping your individual style.
where's this?
That is epic.
Whatever's in this chest we probably don't need, so I guess we're just gonna have to move on.
Your live stream Terraria for hunting some of the machine worms.
Oh.
I don't know what that means, Unknown Spirit. Do you know what the machine worms are in Terraria?
I think once you like unlock hard mode, which is after you beat the wall of flesh, which is like the first like big milestone that you can achieve in Terraria, I think that a lot of normal enemies become like mechanical versions. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. And worms are jerks because they ignore walls and stuff like that. So they can literally just like come from any direction when you're trying to like not fall and die. And mechanical ones are just tougher of that.
And yes, absolutely, litness is one of those little catchphrases that I absolutely adore. I still say it probably once a week, and like my Animal Crossing villagers also say it, which is like super, super awesome. We're super glad you're here too, Kitty, and all of you.
Absolutely.
Like this community is everything to us. You guys are our best friends.
Gardic was hilarious.
Gardic was, yeah, I had a blast. Thank you again to everyone that joined us for our Discord community event. I'm now realizing I haven't given you your glob points yet, but I will do that before tomorrow's stream for sure.
Mm-hmm. And Justin, what do you think can be improved about the glob point system? I'm curious.
Or do you mean like something's not working?
Right.
It could also be
Very
like
important
broken
distinction.
that way. And Doom Guy, welcome back. Congrats on getting tickets as a VIP for your first concert this Friday. That'll be a lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah. I feel like everyone like really holds on to what their first concert ever is.
It's not working.
It's not working. I don't know what to do. Let's see.
What's not working about it?
I mean, Kitty just did the points thing and it worked. Did you try redeeming something and it didn't work? I only see... No, I don't see anyone else. Like today we did have Zoe do a Kermit request, but I think it's fine.
I don't know. You get to meet the
Oh
band
my
Doom guy?
god. I'm so
Nice.
sorry. I have not been on live chat. I've been on top chat. Doza's was on live chat. And I look
Oh.
at both of them. I go back and forth. I apologize. It is part of my pre-stream like routine, but I'm sorry. I'm gonna go to live chat now. I'm on live chat. I'm sorry. I don't want to scroll up and feel bad, but I'm here now.
Hey guys, I've been in live chat.
I don't want you to be talking to yourself. No, we're here, I swear. I don't ever intentionally try to ignore anybody. I try to, even if it's hard for me to respond to something, like, I don't know what the heck they're talking about, I still try to get Doza to respond to it sometimes, because, like, he'll know more gaming things, but... Alright, we're here. Okay. It's not rewarding points at a healthy rate anymore. What do you mean, Justin? We haven't changed the rate at it, that it gives out points anymore.
No, it's been the same.
It's been the same ever since we kind of like established it, which it's almost going to be a year since we started it, guys. Isn't that exciting in its own way?
No, what's exciting, it's exciting just in general. It doesn't have its own way. It's just exciting.
What if during a death count, I make multiple alts and guess multiple numbers on YouTube and then give all the points to my main? There's nothing that we can do to stop you from doing that. So if you have the energy and the power to do that, feel free to do so.
Exactly.
We can't stop you. Just like when people do alt accounts to sub or comment or whatever, like...
Or to influence polls.
Yeah, or to influence polls when we do those. Yeah, that's a big one. Like, we can't do anything. That's something out of our control, so we just go with it.
All we ask is that you hit that sub button and you like the stream or the video or whatever it is that you're interacting with.
Yeah.
But again, yeah, there's nothing... You can do that if you want. What am I going to do? Honestly. And we know YouTube's not going to do anything.
What's your favorite part of how you deal with our extremes of certain behaviors, Foxboy? I want to know. And Foxroar gave some hints, explained what carpal tunnel was, and was pointed out the noble Pokemon. I missed that much from, like, Top Chat. Dang, I feel like some of those should have been in Top Chat. Why is there even a Top Chat, and why does it default to that? Is there a way in my settings to be like, yo, I only want live chat?
I wish there was. It seems YouTube's hell-bent on having it their way or their highway.
And some of you guys have made polls drastically change. I remember our first poll for a Discord community event. I don't know if all of you were there for that, but some of you guys actually ended up getting a bunch of people to join Discord, our server, to vote for Minecraft. And it was hilarious to me because, like, the people who even voted for Minecraft weren't even there. So, like, you had a bunch of people, though, and it was so weird at that point. I don't know what the point of adding Top Chat is. I'm kind of angry. Like, I wish it would stay on live chat. It is, like, I just needed to routinely get it in my head. I think sometimes also I refreshed my chat, like, and my windows here, because I also go back from, like, Streamlabs, too, and maybe it changes back to Top Chat. I don't know.
Maybe.
Top Chat is meant to help big streams who need to highlight super chat donations. But you already have, like, a separate tab for that shows you outside of chat, like, specifically. I don't understand. But, I mean, I don't expect all of you guys to have the answers. I'm kind of, like, asking questions and thinking out loud here.
Fair enough.
Yeah. If it gets too extreme, you guys say, hey, that was kind of bad, and I just say, cool, boundary learned, and we just move on like nothing happened. Gotcha. Yeah.
That's kind of how it is.
It is. Like, you don't know unless you kind of do it and test it, right?
We're not asking anyone to try to push the limit with us, because...
push it to the limit.
Even I, like, as easygoing as I may seem, even I have my like, ooh, that was so far that you are now banned. See ya.
And Voxer, absolutely, you're welcome to repost. Anyway, the golem should be a yellow dot on your map.
Is that what that yellow dot is? No, hold on, wait.
Look at your map.
Yeah, I've been looking for him.
That's the yellow dot. Wait, there's the yellow bars. Those are entryways.
Those are doors.
Oh.
Where the hell is he?
I don't see him anymore. Are you missing it?
Maybe I just need to keep going forward and ignore him.
So when the glob point system was first
there he
established,
is.
people were able to redeem multiple items repeatedly over a stream. Now I rarely see any glob points being redeemed. Also, I've been here for a while and I've only gained 5 glob points over this entire time. Interesting. I don't know what to tell you about how many you've acquired. I can definitely search to see, but ever since, like, we first established it, we did change some of the cooldowns for the stream perks and effects and things that can be requested, just because they were very, very frequent. But we got it down to, like, a pretty decent, like I guess, I don't know, we think it's a pretty decent one, and we got feedback around the time about it too. Like, there's still so many right now that people can request if you want to, you know what I mean? It's just people don't necessarily always request them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and as for like the amount of glob points you've gotten, it's a combination of being active in chat and like actually sending messages.
Yeah.
So you basically, when you are talking in chat, you get points for that. And then the double side of it is that it also reminds Streamlabs that you are here and that you've been here.
And it also, yeah, exactly. So like points, there's a points per interval stuff where it's every 5 minutes you get some points to live users. And then there's also an extra for active users, which means you're here watching and you're commenting. And then there's also points that are given out for when participation in like when we do like queues and death predictions and things like that, you actually get, they're called event payouts. And then there's also, I don't know, like I'm looking at the settings right now because I was like, yeah, we haven't changed anything. I'm trying to like better understand it. There's also ways to win glob points in other places. For instance, we have a Discord emoji contest going on right now where the winners will be receiving some glob points. We also have
hundreds of glob points, actually.
Yeah. We also have Discord community events. We do the death predictions things. If you guys have any other ideas of when you, like, other ideas for glob points, like, let us know. We'll absolutely take your feedback and, you know, see what we can do with that.
We're open to those thoughts.
Yeah. And thanks for also explaining what carpal tunnel is, Voxrar. That was a much better job than what I did.
It's when my wrist hurts.
Yeah. That is what I did. There is pain. Pain is existence. And see you later, Unknown Spirit.
It's a refill.
Also,
magic
don't
armor.
call Unknown Spirit's machine worm a jerk or else his dog short name will eat you.
Oh no. Wait, the dog's name is short name?
DOG, which in parentheses is short name.
So yes.
Okay.
That's an awesome name. I need to get another freaking. Oh my god.
20 post
Almost got
souls
this.
is the minimum for completion. From 21 plus, it's just extra until 40, which is a refill reward only useful for magic armor.
Okay, so then we'll revisit the guy after this dungeon.
I really appreciate you reposting those to help those out, Voxrar. I'm sorry I wasn't on Top Chat. Or I wasn't on live chat. I was on Top Chat. Oh my god.
How dare you?
And see you later, Kitty. Good luck with your class. Thanks for hanging. And Boxboy, is that what you had for dinner? Because I haven't even asked yet, but I'm excited that food is in the channel. Food is in the chat.
Food is good.
Food is good. We actually had some biryani and chicken 65 and raita. They're all Indian food.
For those who are unaware of what those 3 items are, what are they?
So biryani is like this Indian spiced rice dish. So like the way it's cooked and steamed is very traditional like way of doing it. Has a lot of whole and dry spices and it's fun. And then chicken 65 is basically like small chicken pieces that are bite-sized, that are coated, marinated, fried, and then cooked in like a little sauce as well. And there's lots of delicious spices in that one. And then raita is like this yogurt-based sauce that has a bunch of like fresh vegetables and things in it that you can add to cool down like the spices from the rice and the curry. So yeah. And let's
Chicken
see.
65?
Yeah.
Did you answer that one?
Yeah, that's the 3. Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay,
explained it.
sorry.
Also, hello, Wolf Club 12. Your profile picture is super small from where I can see it right now.
Oh god, spiders!
To guess what the Pokemon is. Doza, you want to take a crack at it?
I'm gonna go with Delibird. Final answer.
There you go. Is it true? Is it right? Is it correct? Is it wrong?
Who knows?
Smug hasn't eaten yet. And yeah, there was a while there where you daily told us what you were eating, Smug. I missed that. No pressure, though. Yeah, we had Indian food today, and it was much, much needed.
Oh yeah.
It was really, really good.
Ooh, Cricketot. That's a good good guess. I hate Cricketot just because in our area he's really what's the word? He takes up a lot of the Pokemon population in Pokemon Go when I used to play. But I love the way he sounds in like the regular Pokedex.
But Wolf Club 12 hasn't confirmed yet, so I'm waiting. And what do you mean by 2-point redemption, Box Boy?
Dang.
Like we had something that was for that little, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
There was a thing for that you could redeem.
I don't
for
remember
2
something
points?
for 2 points. That seems very little. Oh, you were wrong, but it was Box Boy was right.
Well, you know, you can't win them all.
Oh, just redeem something? No way. Drink water, Doza.
Oh, jeez. I didn't hear it.
There was a water and a Kermit request?
What the heck is going
I
on?
go off the screen for 1 second to check the settings of the thing that I was looking at, and here we are. All right, Box Boy, I'm giving you a request now. Just thank you for the water. I realized I hadn't drank a single bit of water in the past hour and a half since we started, which is kind of bad. I should stay hydrated.
You, How dare you?
And here you go, Doza.
Loser thinks that less redemptions.
Wow.
Box Boy. Just read the last part. Not
I'll read the last part,
yeah.
It's less rewarding, like natural hype dying is fake LMAO.
There you go. Didn't realize what you were saying. But yeah, seriously, if you guys have any like suggestions for the loyalty system with the glob points and Streamlabs and stuff, you know that we're all ears. We do have a list of sound effects that you guys have recommended that we'll eventually add. But anything else, just, you know, let us know. More opportunities to like win or get
I heard and saw this one.
motivation, one of my favorites. Yes. What are you doing? I love it. Okay. Let's see. I have been
Toho
journaling
death
a
sound
little
effect.
bit.
Okay.
Let's see.
We finally get this guy to the beginning of the dungeon.
Boxboy, do you want to send us which Toho death sound effect you're referring to? That would be helpful.
Are there multiple death sound effects?
I assume so. I don't know.
Oh, like which game? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. What's a good one? Okay, so like... I don't know. Let's see. Motivation.
Okay, we're about to fight the boss, I think.
Do you need some motivation for the boss?
How
How about one of my favorite Kobe Bryant quotes?
Okay.
Pain doesn't tell you when you ought to stop. Pain is the little voice in your head that tries to hold you back because it knows if you continue, you will change.
Interesting.
So don't let the pain hold you back, Doza. Go forward and fight against that boss and defeat him, no matter what pain he inflicts on you. Taking away each heart piece, one by one.
Ah! Oh no!
I tried to apply it to the game there. But
You did
yeah,
great.
that's one of my favorite Kobe quotes that I have here.
That's really nice.
I think so too.
There's
Thanks
another
for-
quote about pain that I know about.
Pain is gain.
Not that one. But yeah, pain is gain.
Gain is pain.
No. Pain is... No, wait, hold on. Blood is liquid pain leaving the body.
Yikes.
Therefore making you stronger.
But seriously, Jess, thank you for redeeming motivation. It's one of my favorites. I wasn't actually like completely prepared. I was writing something earlier on my phone, but I can't find my phone here. So that's why I went to like this other like document I have on my computer. And I realized I was talking about how much I missed Kobe recently, and like this was there. Oh man.
Jess, what do you mean I've died only
Doza
once?
hasn't died at all in this playthrough. He's still at 0, which means if he continues to be at 0, or even 1, or even 2, Voxstar wins.
Who
He
won?
was the least amount at 3.
I wonder what was the closest, if anyone remembers what the closest winner was for Wind Waker, which is the last Zelda game we played, which also was a no-death run.
No idea. I can't remember these things.
I know, I want to know how far off it was. Oh, I see what I need to do. Okay.
It has been the same sound since 2004, but I can still send it. Thanks, Boxboy. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, sending that would be a big help. Then we can hold on to it as a link.
I actually have some like scary, spooky sounds to add for like October, like with Halloween and stuff. So we definitely need to get on that to add it. No, he just got super low. Yeah, he hasn't officially died at all, which is kind of crazy. I wonder if he'll keep this up with like the rest of the Zelda games for a while. But I don't know, because he's never played Skyward Sword, right?
I've never played Skyward Sword, so anything that I'm gonna have to figure out will be completely new to me. So if there's like some wacky jank like mechanic that I'm gonna have to like get good at, I don't know, it may take me a second.
And I'm glad you got Water Wolf Club. It's good to stay hydrated.
It is. I love being hydrated.
Yes.
You know, we just got this ball and chain and we didn't use it once. Maybe we could have throughout the dungeon. I don't know.
Maybe.
So, I think that this dungeon... I liked it, but I think it's my least favorite so far.
How many more dungeons are there?
I think there's one more, and then there's like the final.
Wow, really? We're so close?
We're extremely close to the end.
That's wild. How many more hours are you thinking?
Probably like...
So did you turn off our stream overlay, like, the right side?
No, I didn't. Where did it go?
I don't know, things are super weird.
I just flipped it back on. That is so strange. How long ago did that happen?
I don't know, because I saw it earlier in stream.
Me too.
Well, anyways, good luck with the boss.
Yeah, it's a giant spider. Who would have thought? Well, all the spiders we were fighting. I'm gonna need it to come over here and drop down on me or something. Holy crap. That's a big laser.
Something super exciting that we accomplished recently was the longest comic we have ever made.
Yes.
It's 8 panels long with a very spicy story that has been kind of over a year in the making, and it's going to be released on our Patreon very, very soon, and I'm super excited about it.
Oh, I can't see. I can't see.
It's the spider that was in your room yesterday. No.
Hilarious. Where's it going? Where's it going? Oh, I didn't reach. Oh my god.
Look up.
What the heck? Why can't I knock it down?
Look up, Dozo. Look up.
I will look up. Hold on. How do I quit this? I have to stand still to quit it.
Wolfco says this is gonna be a long fight. Everyone should go get popcorn because it's gonna be long.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Okay, maybe when it opens its eye and then I shoot it. Got him! GG's. Oh crap, okay.
Go hit.
Oh!
This is wild. And welcome back, Hyper.
This music is just like Little Nightmares. This is so good, I love
We have to
this.
play the sequel to that.
Yes, we do. Oh, jeez.
There's always gonna be games we have to play.
No,
What
ew.
is happening? Are those gonna be babies?
That I'm gonna have to kill.
Little Spidey babies! I'm sorry you've been having audio and mic issues tonight, Hyper. Hopefully you guys get that stuff resolved soon.
Uh-oh.
I know how that can set us back in our creative process.
Ooh. I hope it works out, or maybe like you can get a new one sooner rather than later.
Well, also Hyper's friend also had mic issues.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
so it's just like
across the board.
it's like it's contagious. Mic issues for everybody,
Can everyone hear us right now?
right? Just gonna make sure. Checking in. Don't make more. Oh, it's way better when I like actually kill them before they're even born. Holy so many
And they
spiders.
give you health back, which is nice.
Yeah, right? Like, okay.
Thanks,
I can
little
do
dudes.
this. I'm not gonna
You
die.
were just born and you gave your life up for us.
This is super freaking dark. I'm killing this mother. Right, I gotta hit this button.
I thought you said your mic broke earlier, but I guess I misunderstood. It was your friend's, not yours. Gotcha.
Oh yeah, I misunderstood too. You know, at the end of the day, it was us or them. Wait, why is Link surprised?
The eye and the babies and being sussy.
Excuse me?
The eye is also a spider?
Oh, I thought I won!
Oh my goodness.
And then as vulnerable as it was with its brood, I just I chased it and chopped it down as it tried to run away for its life. I'm literally like Jason from like that horror movie from, I don't know, 30, 50 years ago.
Hey Kessler, welcome back. How are you doing?
How's it going, buddy? Alright, we got all 3 mirror shards.
That eye, like, spider thing was actually from a larger spider. It was insane.
I literally ripped
You
to the
saw
eye,
how
though.
nasty that monster was, right?
It was pretty nasty.
The evil within the shards is more powerful than you can imagine. You know, we could be assembling something truly terrible here. It could be something that we'll ultimately have to destroy.
4 more dungeons? What?
I was like, what the heck?
I don't remember 4 more dungeons. We got the one where we're getting the double thing.
We have to reach the sky. That's where the last shard is supposed to be.
4.
And I'm sorry you're dealing with the cold right now, Kessler. I hope it passes very quickly. Definitely stay hydrated, take a lot of vitamin C if you can, and rest up.
Okay, I think we're good to get out of here. 5? What do you mean 5? And I mean like full-fledged dungeons, not optional things. That's what I'm talking about. I'm here for the meat. The potatoes are gonna have to wait.
Also, strawberry shortcake is delicious. I'm a fan.
Big fan.
Sorry we missed your question about that earlier.
I like angel food cake.
Doza loves strawberries in general. It's probably his favorite fruit, so we've never attempted to make a strawberry shortcake. I also used to have a strawberry shortcake doll, and yeah, it smells like strawberries.
Even like a cheap version of strawberry shortcake where it's literally just like white or yellow cake with strawberries cut up and like, you know, Cool Whip or whipped cream if we're lucky. I'm good with that. Like, I'll even take that.
You're making it in cooking class tomorrow? I'm jealous. Have all the fun. You've been making lots of desserts in your cooking class lately. Like, you shared the brownie thing, and it just, oh man. Now I want dessert.
Is Ganondorf gonna be a long fight? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna clap his cheeks and he's just gonna go down.
Good old antibiotics. I think people forget that like the common cold is still a thing with like COVID. Because I had a cold when we came back from that wedding we went to in July, and it hit me hard. And I was like, I forgot how bad colds were.
They're the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of treated as like, they've always been kind of treated as like this really common thing, right? They literally call it the common cold.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, they make it sound like a minor inconvenience. When I get sick, guys, I am way out of it. I am useless.
And see you later, Uber. Have a good one. Get plenty of rest.
Take
and
it easy.
Hyper, I wish we could have some from like what you create and make, but I don't think strawberry shortcake travels well through the mail.
Probably not.
Yeah. And the jar pieces kind of just like go away, you know? They disappear in game. But yeah, in real life that would be a pain.
What disappears? Oh,
when you
yeah.
break them, yeah.
Yeah, because then you have to like clean it up, because otherwise if you step on it, you could cut yourself, and then you might get infected, and that turns into a whole thing, and well, it's just easier that it disappears. There's no like epic master broom, right? So
No. Aw, Kessler, that sounds like no fun whatsoever, but I really hope it passes quickly.
Well done, adventurer. Uku sees what she was looking for. Goodness, yes, it's the Dominion rod you found in the temple. But that thing has been around for quite some time. I can see from here that its magic has been exhausted. Oh, what am I to do? I thought at last I could return to the sky. And I have completely forgotten the spell that would once again bestow it with magic. It can't be helped. I suppose I'll just have to look for the statues that respond to the rod. It's decided. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do indeed. Oh, Uku is on her way. See you again.
And Wolf Club, we do plan on playing Deltarune after we complete this game, Twilight Princess.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what did you do to the Dominion Rod?
I didn't do nothing.
She's gone. I suppose the useless rod is really just more baggage, but what are you going to do? Did she just say something about returning to the sky? The last piece of the mirror is also said to be in the heavens. If we can restore magic to the Dominion Rod, maybe it'll come in handy. So I'm still kind of like wondering about this whole like 5 more dungeons thing. What the what?
I don't know. Thoughts?
Are you sure we can probably finish this tomorrow, Doza? Or probably not?
I thought. That's my thinking.
Also, Kessler, I have never seen The Walking Dead. I'm not really into zombies. That being said, I don't know what Walker felt like, but I hope
I think
what
that's
you're
what they
dealing
call
with
the
feels
slower
better.
zombies.
I'm not a big fan of zombies. I don't know if you saw us playing The Last of Us, but like the zombies and the clickers and stuff, that was my least favorite part. We did do the snow place. We did that last week.
Yeah.
Oh, right. There was because you weren't there for one of the streams, I think, and I think we made a lot of progress that one, right?
Yes.
Because there was the soup. I remember all the good soup jokes.
Soup jokes?
Well,
That's what
because
you
like the
wanna call it?
TikTok trend, good soup, you know?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Do we want to go to Death Mountain?
Oh,
There's somewhere
don't
we
know.
wanna
It
be.
can't be at Death's Door. People can pass away from the common cold. So just be careful, Kessler. Stay strong.
It's usually a result of other complications.
You're right.
Or getting
but
sick with more than just one thing.
yeah, exactly.
But only treating the common cold. Oh, man. I don't want to get anyone scared. There's I remember there being rocks.
So we have 3 more dungeons then. I don't know. I mean, I never looked up anything, but Doza said that we could probably finish tomorrow, so I'm like, Jess got scarlet catnip recently and put some on the floor yesterday, and she just stayed there rolling around in it for like an hour. What is catnip?
I don't know. Everyone makes it seem like it's
I've never had a cat. I've only been around a few of my friends' cats, and like, I don't know, they just kind of sit there. So I'm curious what that is. I'm sorry, I'm not very educated on cats or their stuff. And Wolf Club, we have played Undertale. In fact, we played it 4 times. No, 3 times. Right?
we did all 3 routes.
Yeah, we did it. We did a neutral run, we did a pacifist, and we did genocide.
In
all
that
on
order.
stream. Yep.
So it was really fun killing all of our friends. Yep. That's
Catnip is a plant that cats really like the smell of. Wow.
it can't just be that, right?
It's just a plant. Now I need to look it up to see what it looks like. It's pretty cool though.
Oh boy, this guy
The
again.
mail guy. We just got a letter. Almost.
A letter? It's from Renato.
Renato.
Maybe we should pay a visit to Kakarika Village.
Maybe.
We never visited the bomb guy. He said he had new bombs in stock and we just never went back.
And Counselor Doza's a lot like you in that sense. He doesn't get sick very often, but when he does, he's completely useless.
I think I make up for it by being really useful 99% of the time.
It's true.
Ooh, okay, we have to come back. There's something about Ilya's memory that I wish to tell you. Sounds
Ooh.
like story, honestly, because we don't really have any leads to go off of other than like, oh, did you see like a thing that you can interact with? Like this one over here.
So more about catnip. It's like a drug, makes them a bit hyper then mellow out. That's interesting.
That was my impression.
I didn't know that.
How do we use
I
this?
learned something new today. Thanks, guys. I don't want to say I get sick often, but like I used to. I used to manage a pediatric office actually. So imagine all of the sick kids that come in and out of there, and you end up picking something up and you come home with it.
And then, you know, that's where I am.
Yeah, but Doza never got sick off of it. It was always me.
I was really careful.
Yeah, he was. Oh my gosh, he's excellent at taking care of me and not getting sick himself. Also, the stream overlay thing did the thing again. I don't know why that keeps happening, but maybe something we should check out later.
Sure. In the meantime, I can do that. But it's just a band-aid, apparently.
Yeah. What's our favorite song from Undertale?
I like, I know it's like representative of like 3 songs in the game, but I really like the puppet spider person song. I like that one. That one's my favorite.
Why would you pick it up if you knew it would make you sick? Touche.
What's this?
It's so funny. There's one time that it got super serious. I had to like just work from home for like almost a month managing stuff just because I got hit really bad by something that was going around at the office.
Mm-hmm. And absolutely hyper, you can just DM us in Discord, and we will eventually, when we can, we'll get back to you on that one.
Yes, absolutely.
Bombling.
We haven't played Deltarune Chapter 2 yet, Adi. That's what we're hoping to play. Well, we're gonna do 1 and 2 together after we play this game. That's the goal. And yes, Spooktober is around the corner. I still can't believe October 1st is this freaking Friday. Like, where did September go? You know that song, Wake Me Up When September Ends? Well, it's about to be played in 2 days.
Man, I remember when I was younger and it was all about the 21st night of September. Those were the days, huh?
Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. But I can only carry 10 of these things?
What's the one thing you can catch but not throw? A cold.
A tantrum.
Ooh. That's
Wait,
a good
no,
one.
you can't catch
You
a
can
tantrum.
you can throw a tantrum.
Oh, what's the one thing you can catch? No.
What's one thing you can throw but can't catch?
Boom,
A
we just
tantrum.
look at that. We all got there. We invented a new joke. To
Yeah.
tell
How long will that stick?
forever, because I've definitely heard the cold joke. So now we have another one.
So you like the song called Spider Dance, Doza?
Yes. And, yes. I do. I do like the song that's called Spider Dance, even though the Naps to Bluke song is literally the same thing. It just hits different, and it's nostalgic for me. It was nostalgic within one game. It was on purpose. That's what Toby Fox wanted to do, and he did it well, and man, I played right into his web. Get it?
Yes.
Good. I'm glad you're on the same page as me. Where is the person we need to see? I think this is the room or house.
One thing you can throw but can't catch is my affection. Yo, you
Let's
say...
see. All right, so I can throw affection, but I can't catch her. What?
But...
How do you throw affection? Oh,
I think it was meant to
here's
be a
one
joke,
thing you
but-
can catch but can't throw.
One thing you can-
Feels. Yeah,
I can throw my feels at you.
Well, you can catch feels.
No, I
okay,
can
so,
throw
all right,
my
all right.
feels.
Fine, you can have it
I'm
all.
gonna lay my feels out and throw them at you.
Fine, have it all. That's cool, whatever. All right, let's see what these guys have to say. Oh, I've been waiting for you, Noza. Fortune has smiled upon us. If things go well, we should be able to help Ilya recover her memory. Do you know Telma's friend, Shad? Well, it seems he is researching the heavens, and he has come to see the statue in the basement of the sanctuary. There are a lot of S's here. And as I have learned, when Ilya was saved, she overheard someone talking about the Rod of the Heavens, or something like that. The Goron elders believe that to help her regain her lost memories, we must piece together the fragments of her past. Which means, if we work our way backward from the very place where she lost her memory, we may find something that will restore it. Now we must retrace Ilya's path. I am certain it was Telma who cared for her before she arrived in this village, was it not? It would be best to speak with her first. Please, take this to Telma.
A letter!
Sweet.
Couldn't you have given it to the postmail guy that also you sent a letter to us?
I don't think Ronaldo's like, I don't know. Maybe he wanted us to personally do it because we're invested in this girl who's just staring at the ground.
Oh, I'm gonna throw my feels at Doza's face. Also, what streaming software do we use for YouTube? We use
Streamlabs OBS, and we
Yeah.
also use OBS for recording stuff. We use a combination of the two. For streaming, strictly Streamlabs OBS.
Yep.
This guy can't apparently stand Telma.
Also, when it comes to like songs with Undertale, I'm not really good at remembering song names and stuff, but also it was a long time ago that we played and I kind of don't really remember, which is kind of sad.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say your favorite is the Friends one, where you have to fight Azrael when he's like all powerful or whatever.
That could be it. I don't know.
I'm just gonna say that was her favorite.
And Pika, we answered the question. Streamlabs OBS and OBS, but like a combination of the two.
Depends on what we're doing.
Go back into Shaman's house into the basement.
But he gave me the letter.
What's in the basement?
Somebody who's researching on the heavens, which is very convenient because we had Uku talk about like being in the sky and whatever. And last time I checked, the heavens are in the sky. So saith everybody, I guess.
You remember all the songs from Undertale because it's your favorite game? That's awesome. We don't really listen to a lot of Undertale music around here. It's mostly Zelda music and Nintendo stuff.
Oh my, color me surprised if it isn't Noza. What a coincidence meeting you in a place like this, how very odd. Oh, hello there. I came here today to look into the Hyrulean legend of the sky beings called the Oka, but
Ooh.
to think that you would appear here with such perfect timing, you really are a rather extraordinary fellow, aren't you? I found it at long last. Observe this statue. It's the same as the one in the manuscripts my dear father left me. There are many similar statues around Hyrule, but this one seems to be different. Here, look at the belly. There's something written there, you see? This too was in my father's notes. It is called sky writing, I believe. Awaken us with the word that breaks the seal. Yes, indeed, that is what it says. Wait a moment, isn't that Delia a friend of yours? It's simply tragic how she lost her memory. And that rod of the heavens she mentioned, I'm sure it was something to do with the word that breaks the seal. Isn't there any way to restore her memory? I'm certain it would help us figure this all out.
Interesting. So there's lots of different puzzle pieces here.
Cool. What did we get from that?
Lots of different puzzle pieces here that we must collect to figure out the things and put the pieces together.
I guess the game will probably naturally point us in that direction, right? There's a lantern.
I guess so.
Can't touch it though.
Yeah, absolutely, Kessler. Like, ask us any questions you'd like. I don't know what the bitrate we use is, does it?
I got the DL on that one.
All right, lay it down.
All right, so I'm going to answer this question and then a couple others that I think might be coming down the pipeline. So if anyone's interested in some of the behind-the-scenes stream stuff, like get out a pen and paper.
Now's a good time.
Now's a good time.
Or, yeah.
Okay, so streaming to YouTube means that YouTube will accept any bitrate you want. Obviously, it has a recommended that it's gonna like try to, you know, shove down your throat, but who cares about that? Now, depending on if you're streaming in like 1080p or whatever frame rate, it's gonna, your bitrate is gonna like need to be high enough to kind of go with that. If you stream at a really high bitrate, but you only have a lower resolution that you're putting out, you're just wasting resources. We stream at, I can't remember, it's either 9,000 for our bitrate or 12,000 because our upload speed can handle it. We also use the NVIDIA NVENC encoder, the new one, which is why we're able to do this. You can always push it higher if your upload speed and your computer can take it. And that is true for OBS or Streamlabs OBS. They both have that option.
Yeah, that being said, if you have like specific like questions as far as like your setup and stuff goes, you can always DM us. People have done that in the past, and we're happy to help when we can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because everyone's setup is different, and I know ours is a little wonky with it being, well, wonky.
I need a warp. I need to get back to the castle. I hope that helps. If you have any other questions, what Noosh said.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you guys are welcome to ask here as well, but I know when it gets to kind of specific stuff, I don't know if Doza or I could like just have it on the top of our head, you know? I still remember when people were like, is this a good streaming computer? I'm like, I don't know. Like, they just sent a picture of a streaming computer. We're like, we need like the specs, you know? And like, depends on what you want to do. It was so funny and cute at the same time.
Specs are everything.
Yeah.
Oh, but I've gotten those kind of questions over the years forever. Almost my entire life. I started messing around with like my router at home and like the family home computer as early as I was like 9 years old. And by the time I was 12, I understood things like firewalls and port forwarding and IP stuff. All that goody good.
What about this question, Doza? Ready?
Yeah.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Yes.
There you go.
Does it make sound when you do things with it? The answer will not surprise you because obviously it makes sound. Now you take that, you record that, and even if you do something as simple as pitch shifting, now you've unlocked a whole range of stuff.
You can make a whole song with that.
And someone has.
Yes.
And it wasn't just the mayonnaise inside. They also used the jar and the lid, and oh, it was great.
I know like Doze is more specific about the like bit rates and all that stuff, but really it comes down to trial and error. A big thing that we did before we started streaming like on YouTube was testing it, where I was like from a dummy account looking onto the stream, and like we kept playing around and setting adjustments, which is also something we kind of do with like testing different games as well, because they're going to take different resources and different things, and like you want it to look good. That's why we also like created a specific, like some games, like the older games we play are in a different like aspect ratio. So you wanted to create like an overlay that would work well with that, what have you.
Yeah.
So we do recommend like for every game, like looking into and making sure it looks good and testing it even for a little bit. That's why you saw even on this game, there was like a couple minutes or something of another playthrough on another save file, just because we need to make sure the game's going to function and look good across the board for everybody.
Yep. And, for the sharp-eyed, this particular game only runs at 30 FPS, even the remaster, or the remaster. So,
Yeah.
normally we stream in 60. I mean, we're streaming in 60 right now because I didn't want to bother changing the setting because it literally doesn't matter to me. But anyways, Link do be spinning. It's true, but now that we're done...
How's that Ilya doing, honey? I'm sure that shaman will find a way to get her memory back. That Renato is a talented man for sure. Anyway, honey, you've got your own things to worry about, so you just make sure you do what needs doing right now, okay? You unsure about what you ought to be doing, honey? Well, why don't you go show your face in Kakariko Village?
I'm sorry?
Our friend Shad happens to be there right now, looking into this and that. If you need detailed directions, just take a peek at that map on the table.
My mistake. Okay, this first, and then and then we can continue.
Ooh, well, if it isn't from Renato the shaman. All this writing and he doesn't bother to mention a thing about little old me, honey, that is what I call rude. Well, there's no accounting for the foolishness of a man, and at least I understand Ilya's situation now. Of course, I can lend a hand for that adorable little girl. What else do I know? The first one to bring Ilya to this shop was that doctor. Maybe he knows something, but he's a crusty old bat, that's for sure. Ah, I've got it. Honey, you go ahead and take this to him. This magic little paper will get that codger talking.
I don't know what that word means.
Also, Wolf Club, Friday Night Funkin'. Yes, we do plan on playing it someday. More on that right now, since I didn't know if there was gonna be more dialogue. But some of the amazing members of our community, Shane and the Talking Potato, are actually working on a mod specifically for this community, featuring our original characters as well as some of the community members, and it's super epic. We've seen the progress that they've made, and we're waiting to kind of play on our mod because that's super freaking cool. As far as for finishing this game tomorrow or tonight, it's not tonight for sure, but tomorrow is a possibility, right?
I still want to say yes.
But I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah, it's a blind run for me. I don't
It'll be
really
the next
know much.
game. Well, hold on. I'm getting confused with Deltarune. I'm sorry. Deltarune will be the next game that we're playing on the stream. And then at some point in the future, hopefully soon, will be Friday Night Funkin' later down the road. But we don't have any solidified date as to when
we don't want to
it.
rush like their creative work.
Absolutely
like
not.
we'll take all the time we need. We're in no rush. Castor's excited to play Zelda games eventually. Been playing Link to the Past offline. Yes, Zelda games are so much fun. I don't know if Kessler, if you've been here long enough to know about like our relationship with the Legend of Zelda series, but basically long before Doze and I actually became like in a relationship, we went to a Zelda symphony together, but as like a group thing with a bunch of people, and it was just like a really big night in like the story of our lives. So since then, like Zelda's just been a huge thing for us, along with, you know, just having a bunch of Zelda like posters and stuff. Like every corner you look in our place,
We
like,
even have Zelda manga.
We do. We also, oh my gosh, when I met Doza, he had Zelda bed sheets.
It's true.
It's true. It was super cute. We still use them. They're good sheets.
They are. I love them.
We've done Zelda cosplay. I have Zelda's jewelry, which is really nice. But yeah.
Since we're here, we should pay this guy a visit.
The music is 10 out of 10 for real. Mod about to be lit. Potato, that's hype. I don't think we've listened to any of the music yet. We've only seen like when Shane's working on it in Discord.
That's right.
Yeah. So Deltarune is basically, is it considered the sequel to Undertale? Or the prequel?
It's Toby Fox wants people to look at Deltarune as its own thing.
Okay.
Anything that it is gonna have from Undertale is like simply for fun. There's no requirement to play Undertale first.
Yeah, so Deltarune it's something that Toby Fox, who created Undertale, which is, you know, an incredible game, has created. Chapter 1 was released 2 years ago on Halloween, or like the day before Halloween. And Chapter 2 was recently released like last week or 2 weeks ago or something. And they're both free to play for those first 2 chapters. And we played the first chapter when it came out, but now with Chapter 2 coming out, everyone's been really wanting it. And it was announced in the middle of this game, so we weren't just gonna quit this game, right? So we're gonna wait till we finish this one.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. I ain't gonna do all that for this guy. That is way too much work.
I used to have Winnie the Pooh bed sheets when I was younger. I also had a princess theme, like Disney Princesses one as well for a while. I've gone through quite a bit. And then eventually I moved on to just like Purple Hearts and some other random stuff.
I had like a solar system, not a solar system, but like a planet space kind of sheets for
That's
like
cool.
through middle school and through high school, and nobody gave me crap for it, and I was so happy.
That's good. I'm glad no one gave you crap for it. They shouldn't. Like, you should have whatever kind of sheets and decor and things that you want. Doesn't matter how old you are either.
I'm glad you've confirmed, Boxer, that's not worth it, because there ain't no way I was gonna get 39. So, like, if there was gonna be a time... There's plenty of stuff to do in Zelda games, right? Generally, I kind of want to not have... both of us, we don't really want to have like a finale stream where it's, like, super short. Now, the benefit of Zelda games is that when you go around and collect things, it helps you become stronger in some way. But the Soul thing, I don't care about. I'd rather get like pieces of hearts. Speaking of
do you remember the old school, like, speaking of racing cars, like the Hot Wheels where you would actually like put together the course and the loop and then you'd let the cars go through it?
Yeah, and it had those like little rubber spinner thingies that would make them go fast again.
Mm-hmm. For the tires, you mean?
Yeah, well no, they're part of the they were battery powered. Like, I'm talking like those like massive D batteries. What is this place? Is this the girl with the bugs?
Probably. Maybe. I don't know, remember.
Majora's Mask is coming
no,
to
this is a
Switch?
Fortune person. We knew that.
It is? Are we sure?
Yeah, with the Switch, like the updated content, they haven't released the price yet for the Nintendo Switch Online.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was thinking of like...
same direct where they said Chris Pratt is Mario.
Because I thought another like a remake or remaster or something, or a port. Ah, this is the girl with the bugs.
That's really cool, Kessler, the Hot Wheels stuff. I vaguely remember, it was my brother's, it wasn't mine, but like I played with it too sometimes. I would just randomly, like, I don't know, I like playing house a lot, and then I would build like the race car track in the middle kind of thing and be like, right through the house.
I would love that. There's actually a game from, like a CD-ROM game. And no, okay, forget it. We're not dealing with this girl anymore.
Hybrid, that's precious. I actually still have my baby blanket, and it's actually in the bottom drawer of my bedside like drawer table thingy. It's super close, and sometimes I still do take it out, and it's just super comforting. I've had it forever. Like, there's literally like pictures of me from like in our culture we have this like naming ceremony thing, which is like one of the first like things after you're born kind of thing, and there's a picture of me with that day, and I still have it to this day, and I hope to have it forever.
Right.
It gives me lots of comfort.
I don't ever want you to not have that.
Yeah.
But how do you like preserve that the best?
Well, I know it's still pretty good. There's a little bit of like rattiness on part of it, but I can easily like take something to like stitch it up like another layer on one part. I don't know if I'm describing this correctly, but yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Stop wasting money.
I thought she was gonna give me a bigger wallet. No, we wasted so much.
Go find the doctor's office. I think it's the building on the west side of the castle town.
I was looking for it, and I was just,
And Pika, that's super exciting that your first high school homecoming's coming up. Are you looking forward to it?
Oh, we are on the west side. In the meantime, the thing I was going to talk about was there's a Hot Wheels CD-ROM game from the 90s that I used to play, and it's literally like you control a car like on a track, and you do tricks, and you try not to die, and you try to finish it in a certain amount of time. Yeah, and it would go through like the living room or the basement, or it's a lot like what that new Hot Wheels is going to be. It obviously back then didn't have multiplayer.
Does everyone here know what a floppy disk is?
No, just up.
No, I'm sure there's other people, but you know. Bigger wall expectations going broke reality.
Seriously, yeah. Was that gambling? No. Well, in a way, yes. In a way, it was gambling. I was... Sorry, that music freaked me out. Oh, this has got to be the doctor. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm looking still for it. I was hoping that she was going to increase my wallet size, because that's what she did at when we first brought her something. And then, like... I was choosing to not care the fact that I was wasting all the money in hopes that I would get an increased wallet size. But that didn't happen, so we only lost. Who is this guy? Just as I wondered who it might be. I see it's the admirable young lad who is willing to help the Zora boy for nary a single rupee. Just what is it you want, lad? A physical? You got some money, don't you?
Show him the letter.
Yeah, I'm just gonna show him the letter. Here, take the letter, dude. No effect.
Is that the wrong letter?
No, I just need to be closer. Remember, this guy can't see very well. Oh, egad. Look, I can't pay this off right now. I see Telma's hired you as some sort of heavy to strong-arm me, but she'll have to wait. Look, lad, if I had been able to sell the wooden statue that young lady had, I would have been able to get the money. But see, I accidentally spilled medicine all over that little carving, which made it stink awfully. I put it outside to dry, but then, well, it was stolen. Who goes around stealing people's stuff like that? Okay, so he can't repay us. How are we gonna get this carving? What did he spill? We need to move this, and then we're gonna go outside, and then we're gonna transform into a... Or maybe we can just transform now, because he's behind the curtain. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's still a stack of floppy disks at my parents' house too, like in our home office, and they're all colorful and like labeled and stuff, and who knows what's on them.
Who knows?
She gives you a bigger wallet at all 24 bucks, by the way.
Well, that ain't happening.
We don't need a big wall to fight Ganondorf.
I've decided that I am not gonna care. We only care about maybe a heart piece and killing Ganondorf. Where am I headed?
I used to love like burning a CD with like a new like mixtape or like a playlist of like stuff for road trips and things like that.
Oh, that was the best.
It was fun, or even just for a friend, like, hey, here's what I've been listening to lately.
Did you
like,
ever like write on it with like permanent markers?
Of course,
so
that's how you label. Yeah, that's how you labeled it.
Dang, you're cool.
I know, right? It was such a mood. I love doing that. I actually still have empty CDs here, like with us right now. That are just sitting there.
I invested in buying like a big pack. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's okay.
I invested in buying like a large pack of
CDs.
Blank CDs,
Yeah.
the rewritable kind specifically, so I could reuse them.
See, I
never finished.
I was gonna say I purposely didn't do the rewriting kind because I wanted to keep the memories of each different thing. So I have the CDs from different like trips or stuff that I would create a mix for friends or whatever, and I just have them. Fun. We don't do that anymore. Now you can still create like a nice curated playlist, but it's not as...
I mean, it's not the same as like sitting there and waiting for your iTunes to burn everything to it.
Exactly.
What the heck? Why does this cat stink?
I'm glad you're alive again, Freckles. How you doing? And Hyper, I love that you're drawing your glob. 24/7.
Skeletal dog beasts.
If you ever feel like updating your glob for the overlay, you're welcome to put it in the globs channel in Discord, and we'll definitely add it. And if anyone hasn't created a glob and would like to be featured on the stream overlay, you are absolutely welcome to do so.
For sure.
For sure, in
And
20
7
years ago.
Yeah, you were on the same path as me. All right, we got to go out the
Oh yeah,
south.
I did see that over the weekend. You got Hollow Knight Freckles. That's super exciting.
Yes, congrats.
I hope you enjoy it.
You couldn't put it down, right?
Sometimes you need to give yourself a break from Hollow Knight.
Breaks are important, sure. Where is all of the baddies? Maybe we need to go outside. Like outside this area.
Even if your glob's drawn on paper, you're welcome to like take a picture of it and send it to us, and we can like kind of crop it out a little bit to incorporate. People have done that before.
Absolutely.
It's up to you.
It's not like too terribly difficult to do that.
No.
It's only slightly more involved than like if somebody gave us like a JPEG as opposed to like a PNG image with like a transparent background. Not too much different. No big deal.
Casper beat Hollow Knight with keyboard and mouse.
How was that? Because
Stressful,
I don't think I
but
could do
good.
that.
That's, yeah, I don't think I've heard of anyone who's done, like, you know, that I personally knew. Yeah, I personally know you now, but I just, no one ever says keyboard and mouse. It's always controller. It's kind of wild.
Oh, it was that area?
Just had to use your sensibility.
Oh.
Use your senses, Doza.
I should have, but I was already ready to like fight the pack of wolves or whatever.
So, Voxdrar, since you're kind of a pro at this game here, do you think we'll finish this game tomorrow, or do you think there's still too much more that we got to get done? I think that's the thing about globs. Like, they don't have to be overtly like decorated. Like, as simple as they are, like, I feel like anyone can easily create their own. Add your color, add like whatever you want, or keep it, you know, basic, because the basic form is just so globulicious.
Mm-hmm. How did you jam your fingers, Kessler?
Because you have to keep doing repetitive motions and like you jam your fingers.
I can only think of like if I was moving the mouse and like I bumped into something on my desk with my mouse.
Globs are seriously complex. They can be. They can be. They're what you make of it, and that's the beauty in it.
I ain't seen no stank. I ain't seen no stank.
Some of the like comics that we've been working on lately, they actually need to use more of like the glob's hands, and we don't really do too much with our hands, but trying to create these stories and tell in a proper way, we've been experimenting a little bit more, making them longer for special cases, like as needed basis, if you will. It's pretty funny.
Oh, I guess we did it.
You did it! You got the wooden statue. This oddly shaped statue is said to have once belonged to Ilya, and if you give it to her, she's gonna remember all of the things.
Cool. Is she part Chica? Because that was the Chica eye, wasn't it? Kinda saucy.
So, Voxdar says no, we're not gonna finish tomorrow. Not by a medium shot. One full dungeon, a half dungeon, then another full before the final boss.
Maybe maybe I'm not
Maybe
giving
miss
the
a
last
whole
dungeon.
chunk.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. Maybe I'm underestimating the last dungeon. I'm used to the last dungeon just kind of being short, but I guess it really wasn't all that short in Ocarina of Time, but it was short in Wind Waker, which is really screwing my mind up right now.
Hyper thinks we may finish tomorrow if we go longer, but also probably not. I think it's not necessarily like use Kirby hands, Shane, but like we're trying to tell stories about like things that we've experienced as humans, but putting the globs into those situations through the comics that we tell, some of the more personal stuff that we share on our Patreon, and like that is where it's like, okay, we need the hands a little bit more, you know?
Yeah, for example, our patrons may have seen like a computer mouse with 2 buttons, even though the globs, well, you guys know what they look
have
like.
Fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so trying to find creative ways to bring that illusion there.
That is what it be, though.
Behind every glob is an even spectacular human.
Even spectacular. So the same.
Even more spectacular.
Even more spectacular. Wow.
The
okay.
human, the globs, they go hand in hand.
So if you were to come up with a human and glob thing, like the good, the bad, and the ugly, what would you do?
What do you mean?
The human, the glob, and...
The mind.
Okay.
I don't know, you kind of put me on the spot there.
You're right. The human, the glob, and the creative.
And the creator. And the mind. The human, the glob, and the mind behind it all.
Oh, should we just give this right back to what's-her-face?
You have to go to Ilya, babe.
Really? Like, we're already going there?
Yes, because you have the...
No response.
Yeah, go to the girl. She's the one who dropped it. It's hers, and she needs it.
But shouldn't we give it back to the doctor so that he can sell it, so that we can...
No, give it to the girl.
He can pay off the...
Get the memories.
Oh, I see. So we're just skipping everybody's, like, problems.
Yes.
Fine with me. Who cares about them? I don't.
Man, sheep, and a glob, a Minecraft story. I never actually created a glob skin for my Minecraft. I should.
What would that look like? You should do that, though. You love...
I used Jigglypuff in one of them, and then I used, like, this really old one that I created with long hair and, like, a...
You made that one
like
yourself, though.
I did make it myself. It's like Princess Jasmine, but in, like, more of a purple, like-ish, pinkish color is what I was going for. But long hair that's out, not necessarily braided like hers. Or that style.
Right, yeah. They added a nice little, like, flip of the hair, kind of like a little wave to the end of it.
Yep.
I remember you making it. Man,
nice little layers of hair.
That was so long ago.
Yeah, it was. That was before we even started Nation Doza. It was just when me and you wanted to check out Minecraft together. Do you remember everything? What is this? I remember something. I was confined somewhere. Yes, and I was saved by whoever was confined with me. And when that person set me free, they gave me this statue. Yes, I remember that much, but that means that person is still in trouble. Oh, what is wrong with me? I can't remember where that place was.
I remember. I thought I had seen that before somewhere. That belonged to the tribe that protected the Hylian royal family long ago. They worked in secret, so they lived in a lonely, forgotten place, but I heard that tribe dwindled in the prolonged wars. If you want to find that hidden village, look for a path leading to Lanariu province on the far east side of the Bridge of Eldin.
But a rock slide blocked the way to the village long ago, so you can't get there anymore.
What? Oh, I do not mean to worry you, little human. Problems like these are not problems to Gorons.
Yes, master. I will go take care of the rock slide.
Our Patriarch Darbus will be waiting for you up ahead. Look at your map to see where. I would try to find the path beyond the Bridge of Eldin that leads to Lanariu province.
Man, I can't say that word. Lanariu? I'm gonna go with that.
Lanariu.
Lanariu. I don't know, maybe.
What are you doing right now?
You are me crazy.
Oh, man.
Clout glasses? What is that?
What are clout? Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh my god, Midna, who cares?
Get ready for a rootin' tootin' good time soon. How rootin' tootin' hollerin'. Oh man. The later it gets, the weirder my thoughts are.
That's okay. I still love you.
Good.
There's not like a fast way to get to where I want to be. Alright, we're taking the horse.
Guys, today I was just really stressed out at one point work-wise, and I told Doza that something he designed looked stupid. It was so mean of me.
You just said it, and I was just
okay, hold on. I was in such a frustrating mood. I had messages coming from like 4 different people at the same time, and it was hard to juggle. And one of the people were asking for a design that Doza worked on over the weekend, but I hadn't looked at yet. And I was waiting to send this email to her too. So I was like, okay, hold up. Let me, take a look for you kind of thing. And I saw it and I was like, Doza, no, like this looks stupid. Like, I'm sorry, but like we got to work on this. And we managed to, in less than 15 minutes, like he had all the parts, just needed a little finessing. to make it come together. And I was like, I should have looked at this like earlier, but we got through it, babe. And you gotta agree, what we came up together was way better than what you did by yourself. Go ahead, agree.
You're right. And when you're right,
I'm right. I felt so bad though. I was just in one of those moods like, what? No, we can't give this to the client. Like they're gonna be like, what the heck happened? So it was a super
not that bad. She makes it sound like it was like something that you could never ever show somebody.
Okay, for like a reference, we're helping with some book art cover design. Like someone's publishing a book and we're doing the artwork for like what people are gonna first see. Like when they say don't judge a book by its cover, you know everyone is judging this book by its cover. You want that cover to freaking slap. You want the eyes to be looking. You want the font to be readable. This man put some text that you couldn't even read, like on top of something. I was like, what is going on? And in my head, it was like, Doza, I know you don't read as much as me, but come on.
It was a stylistic choice.
That was like, I don't know. The audience for this book is also like gonna be a little bit older, so it's not like it's not supposed to be super like hip and modern. It's supposed to be a little bit more classical and refined. And oh man, I was just having one of those days.
I'm just too fun.
But yeah, he is too fun. I feel like maybe it could have worked if it was a younger audience, but we were trying to work with a client who's older, you know? And I watch TED Talks all the time.
Oh.
I wasn't judging like Doza. I was judging the design that he created, and that's what we have to do. The thing is, though, I should have been a little bit more chill about it and given him constructive criticism rather than this looks stupid. But I was to the point where I've communicated so much with so many people today that I had it, you know, and
she had ran out of patience.
I did. I also was super hungry, and it was like past lunchtime, so I was getting to the hangry point, but I wanted to deal with all of these messages before I eat. So it was just a not win situation, but Doza took it like a champ.
I'm the best.
He gives me constructive criticism too, or like also tells me things and like, that doesn't look okay. So it goes both ways. But stupid's not the right word to use.
Oh no, there's a scent of evil.
There's one powerful creature I have seen about, but under the beast that many minions, who attack and plunder like a pack of hyenas. There are 30. No, at most 20 of them.
They're probably just a small band of survivors. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go kill them.
Being hangry is not fun, ever.
No, it's not.
And it's even worse during that time of the month.
I try to stay out of the line of fire, but it has a homing attack, so it's impossible, and the only way to deal with it is by,
Food.
Yeah. Oh, I remember this!
Oh my gosh. Are we back in, like, the Call of Juarez gunslinger?
I forgot about this, so me mentioning the good, the bad, and the ugly, I'm literally poggers right now.
So pogs.
We gotta kill 20 of them.
Let's go. This
All
is the
right.
rootin' tootin' time, I assume. Saddle up, cowboy. How y'all doing down here in Texas in the wild, wild west? I don't know.
That's kind of what they say.
Jess, you love cowboys, or you use the cowboy emoji all the time, so this is perfect.
I can't believe I hit that. How big is the hitbox on this arrow? Ain't no way I'm landing these shots, y'all. Okay. Can we climb this up?
That's
No.
funny, Hyper. I know Doza not enjoys, I shouldn't say that. He deals with the hate comments we get on YouTube and other places so much better than I do. I'm just like, I want to give them a nice lesson about how to be nice on the internet, and Doza's just like, nope, no, we're just gonna keep it simple, to the point, go on.
It's not worth the time and effort.
Yeah, I just feel, I don't know. Maybe that person needs to be hugged because they're so mean.
Well, they ain't gonna get one from me. You gotta earn hugs. I'm just handing them out.
Oh my gosh, Jess, you did mention you were going to a festival. How did that go? Congrats on getting a cowboy hat in real life at the festival. That's so exciting.
Oh
my god.
Also, did you know you can connect BTTV to YouTube now? What is that?
I think it lets us have those like those meme emojis that you could only get on Twitch.
Oh, we're being
like-
raided? KM raid? Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Welcome to the stream during such a Wild West moment for Link here.
thanks for joining our no death run. Let's hope we don't die here, because that would be embarrassing.
That really would. Luna, Fox Gamer, Genesis, Emperor, Isaiah, Game Bros, Jay, wow, you got, there's so many of y'all.
Thanks for
Daniel,
subscribing.
no, yeah. Oh my goodness.
This is one of the best games. Yes, I
So,
agree.
Keever, thank you. Like, I'm assuming this is your raid because the KM. Like, we really appreciate it. Yeah, it's super nice to meet you.
How's everyone's day?
I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, it's you, Secure. Very cool, very cool. Are you just like going around making people's nights by raiding on YouTube? Like that's really poggers.
Oh my god, die.
We're here just trying to survive.
Why can't I
Doing a
lock
pretty
on
good
these?
job.
I just can't, like, it's so finicky how I can't lock on. Alright, let's be smart.
You're doing
about
Sonic
this.
Mania? That's awesome.
We played Sonic Mania quite a while ago and we had a ton of fun with it.
We did. Sonic is definitely a community favorite around here as well.
There's one dude left. Where is he? Oh, he was just busy dying.
Oh yeah, and just festivals or anything really will definitely make your feet hurt. I was telling Doza today we should go to like an apple orchard like this fall. Just go pick apples and make a pie. And I was like, but all the walking though.
The howls of the beasts. They faded into silence.
Thank you so much for subscribing. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very, very much, guys.
Wait, are you
Game Bros, thank you.
Yes.
the savior? It's you, the savior. Please, please forgive me for not opening up the door.
There was 20 dudes out here.
My name is Impas.
Wait, what? Impa?
Impa, but
Impas?
like,
I'm
Huh.
the last of my village. Resident of my poor village. My name comes from the great one who built this village so long ago. This village was once the secret home of a proud tribe who served the royal family, but it fell into decline and became infested with dangerous beasts. It's become an awful place. Excuse me for asking, but is your name Noza? Ah, I knew it! So then you saved that nice girl. How lovely.
yeah, I'm pretty great.
When she was here, she would often cheer me up by saying that you could come to help. That sweet girl, she worried about this old woman even as I helped her to escape from here.
And thank you, Genesis and Kever. Welcome back, and also thank you so much for the raid.
Yes, it means so much to us.
My royal order, I can't leave this place until a certain person arrives. No matter what terrible fate is visited upon it. Oh, but listen to me blather on. I have a favor to ask. Would you help me return this to her?
Also, blather? Is this why blather is in Animal Crossing? Like blathering on or blatting on and like ranting on? Like, is that why Blathers is named Blathers in Animal Crossing in the museum? Anyone else just realizing that right now?
I never put that together.
Thank you, Impaz. Thank you. And Daniel as well for subscribing.
I think she always kept it close to her heart, but even so, she didn't hesitate to part with it in order to protect me.
Hey!
Ooh.
So will this help us with the horse?
I
Oh,
hope so.
it's for the memory. Right.
Yeah, for the memories for the girl.
I believe in my heart that it's kept me safe all this time. So please, I ask that you return it to that girl.
And just, right? How are we just making this realization now thanks to this character in The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess for using I should stop blathering, essentially.
In the year 2021.
Right? Ugh. Also, anyone else really looking forward to the whole like Animal Crossing update like that's coming in October? I don't know what date though.
November. Well, I think the update's coming out in November, and like the information about it is October, right?
Yes, yeah, but they haven't set a date for the Animal Crossing Direct, if you will. There is a date for the Smash Direct, which is I think the 5th.
The 5th? October 5th. That sounds familiar. I feel like a lot of stuff's happening.
Yo, I thought my vocabulary was great. It was not really necessarily a vocabulary thing. I just never thought of like blathers being named for a specific reason. Also, I did really good on my SATs. I just want to put that out there because it's like a flex that you don't really get to flex a lot of the times.
Oh, literally never.
You only get to flex it once, like when you apply to colleges and like people are like, hey, what's your SAT score?
I don't remember my SAT score.
I didn't do as good as my brother, but I did really good. I actually have my score. I have the original like document still like saved. Like it's actually in our.
Nerd.
I like to keep these things.
No, I know, it's important. I'm sure my mom has it somewhere. Oh my god, just let me warp off of the what is this? A horse? Ugh. I've definitely heard blather on before in a sentence. I don't know why. You know what? It wasn't
No
my
way.
vocabulary.
There's something behind Tom Nook's name too.
Oh, you mean like a tanuki?
Wait, what? Really?
Tanuki? What do you mean, wait, really? No.
No, I'm kidding. I'm
You're
kidding.
canceled.
What's up?
Okay, I'll stop. I'm getting canceled. 'Cause you wanted to stop me.
No. Just, oh my gosh. We can't be that, like, fragile.
It's frigile. It's Italian.
Right. Just like Target instead of Target.
Well, once you hear Target just sounds gross. Oh no, kid! Come on. Why
And
does this have
Jess,
to
you made a
happen?
glob? Oh my goodness! I can't wait to see it.
Is this Jess's first club?
Yeah, I think so.
It's because Nook rhymes with crook. That's hilarious. That I never put together.
You can bypass not taking the SATs?
Yo, that's cool.
No one told me. Your state test scores for high school were high enough to bypass that?
I didn't have to take an axe test because of my high school.
You mean the ACT? The axe test? What is that?
I don't know. You tell me. I took the SATs one though.
Stop. Man.
Freckles, it's okay. You're gonna get them back.
No, in the first Animal Crossing, he ran the shop. The first
But
stage
that
of his
does
shop
sting.
was called Nook's Cranny. Nooks and Crannies.
Oh, okay.
Boxer, do you play Animal Crossing? Have you been to our island?
You sure do know a lot about Animal Crossing.
This is my first. Animal Crossing New Horizons is my first Animal Crossing game, so I don't really know too much about it. I'm kind of learning as we go. I knew once.
I knew you.
Yes. Yes, this feels so familiar. The scent of hay. Long ago, when we were young, you and I...
Yes.
You were always there. You were always beside me. Tear. Drop.
Oh, it's dead.
Noza.
Hey, she remembered our name. Maybe.
We're back where it all started, gamers.
And the horse is here.
Yay, horse!
We're wearing our old clothes too. This is played up like crazy. I don't know if you get that vibe, Noosh. I mean, it's important that she got her memory back, but
I mean, this is a big deal for everyone involved. Look at them.
you're right. You're right. You know what? It's fine. It makes sense. I'm into it. I'm down. Bob the horse made the cutscene. Oh, now that her memory's back, everyone's just gonna peace out. Like, all right, we're done here.
Do you think you'll play when the update comes out, Voxer, or nah? This gift was meant for you. It was something I wanted to give you before you left on your journey.
Oh, that. Oh.
Please, Noza, take it.
I don't really have a lot of space. I mean, you know, maybe you can hold on to it for me for later.
The horse call, made just for Glob.
Perfect. That'll be convenient.
Globs get all the love. You don't need to worry about me any longer. Whenever you return, I'll be waiting for you.
Zelda who, am I right?
Bruh. Noza, do you remember that I was saying about the Rod of the Heavens? Well, actually, it was about the messenger to the heavens who held the rod. The nice woman who saved me told me about it.
Oh, well, now we have to go back.
Apparently, in this woman's village, they've guarded something for the heavenly messenger for generations, so they await him. But they can't give this item away until the messenger arrives with the rod. But we have the rod.
We do.
That's why the lady couldn't leave her village, you see.
Say, Noza, do you have any idea who this messenger to the heavens might be, or even what the rod is?
Yes.
I don't have the Master Sword or anything, so it's probably not me. Ugh. Anyways, I guess we're going back.
Link can get all of the ladies. Like, look at him. Look at those eyes. As Doza looks at a wall. Like,
Oh wait, we should probably stand in the sun. There we go.
look at that. Even with like the wind and the dust from the ground and the... Yeah, oh my gosh, so fierce. You just want to swoon all day.
Of course. Noosh, I just thought of an idea for you.
What?
You should rank each Link by their hotness.
Well, that's because there's like baby Link and like you don't
Don't
wanna...
include Baby Link.
Okay.
Simple. My goodness.
I could do that. What about Wonk? Where does he rank?
Oh, he's clearly the hottest.
I am a sucker for some really good eyes, guys. Like, I feel like the eyes of someone can, like, tell you a lot about them or, like, a character or anything. So, like, you know?
Oh my god, I can't warp.
Toon Link from Link's Awakening, like, it just... so cute.
Okay, yeah, alright. A hot/cute
Tier
tier.
list. Or
There.
how about just my tier list, however I want to rank it?
Alright, if you want to do it wrong, that's fine.
It's not wrong.
You're right, I'm sorry.
Why don't you rank every Ganondorf?
Oh, man. Well, the one in Ultimate, clearly the hottest. Followed by Big Daddy Ganon in Twilight Princess.
Also, I mean more than just like the color of eyes. I have brown eyes as well, but I mean like when you look into someone's eyes, you can kind of tell like, you know?
Their intent.
Yeah, like they're like
Are they a good person?
you just get some kind of intuition, you know?
You're kind of like that guy from Breaking Bad, Tuco. With it-
Tuco Salamanca?
Yeah,
Just
with his
kidding.
intense stare, that's how he knows if people are legit or not. So you kind of doing the same thing as Tuco?
I mean, I think all of us, like when you meet someone new, like you have some kind of feeling about them, right? Just based on how they like talk to you.
Sure. Body language, facial movement, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course. You have Hazel Kessler? Man, I bet you look great in the sun.
Yeah, the hazel eyes are really gorgeous.
I've always been jealous of Hazel
I'm
eyes.
actually, like, I know you guys haven't seen us, but Doza's eyes and his eyelashes, like, boy does not need mascara, and he has, like, perfect eyelashes.
All the ladies in my family be jealous, because I got the good genes.
He does.
So, you know, mostly my sister, really, and my mom.
You're not a sus,
And my
Hyper.
aunt. Okay, so
only when you're
multiple.
playing Among Us.
Those-
Doza's hazel eyes, too. Gorgeous.
That's awesome. Ah! I hate that these things can jump on me so quickly. I'm on a horse. And I'm going fast. Alright.
Hyper noosh.
Oh, like hypersonic. Right?
Yes. Or, like, Hyper Silver.
Like when you get
See
all
what I
the,
did there? Just to get back to her.
you get all the mega chaos emeralds or whatever. Oh my god.
Does
no,
it,
the
do your lashes brush up against your glasses or push up close?
Yes, which means I am constantly having to clean my glasses, especially since I cry all the time.
Voxer has the same problem. But that must mean you have gorgeous lashes too. I think mine are great, but I also like
Oh, there's so
mascara
many
definitely
cats.
helps. Not that I wear it all the time. I don't wear makeup on the regular, only when like I go out. And even then it depends on where I'm going.
Noosh, why are there so many cats?
I don't know, but it's kind of cool.
There's a lot of
Come
cats.
on, little kitties. I wonder if you could talk to them if you... Oh, pick one up. Pick the kitty.
I got
up.
Garfield.
You can cut the pig. kitty.
Oh man. Oh, there's another one.
You want to be a wolf so you can talk to them?
Yeah, sure, why not?
That fun fact about Hyper is totally true. Can confirm. Have seen it with my own eyes.
The cuckoo leader? Who's the cuckoo? Oh, they're gonna do like a hide and seek thing.
Can't believe there's cats in this game. Just kidding.
There's too many.
If you do their mini game, you get a heart piece.
All right, we're doing it. Where's the cuckoo leader?
And this is why we probably won't finish tomorrow. I'm just kidding. It's okay. We don't have any rush.
Oh, the cat jumped in the water.
It looks really nice. It almost looks like the sauna bathtub thing from like Animal Crossing.
Kind of does, doesn't it? If I can find this cuckoo leader, we'll do it. If I can't, well, you know. What are you gonna do? Yo, I can't find it. Oh no. Oh no. Orchid, if you ever see this, I hope you feel special. Aw.
Jess, it's such a mood. I love it. It's funny because one of my favorite like makeup brands has been like coming out with new products constantly. Like, well, not constantly, but just throughout this last year, I've seen a couple of like things that have dropped. But I want to buy them, but then like me and Doza have this conversation, and I'm like, you're right. Like, I don't need it right now. I'm not going anywhere. Like, there's no point. Including actually an eyeliner that I really, really want, but someday. I rarely wear it, so it's kind of just like, I don't even have a lot either. I have very basic like makeup routine. I care more about the skincare routine than I do the makeup routine. Doze is super concentrating on this wolf thing, making no remarks whatsoever. Doze, are you okay? Babe?
Yeah, I'm good. Why, who's asking?
Me, your concerned partner in life?
I need to get this. Yeah, just woo. No, it's up. It's up. No, I got it. Sweet. All right, cool. We're good. We're good. I found it, Freckles, but thank you.
Sometimes I see people like who like share like since.
Oh, again.
Never mind.
No, go ahead. What?
No,
You
it's
see people who
okay.
share what?
Something. Never mind.
Okay, do they share nothing?
Doza, you're back to the wooing, and I just don't want to mess you up.
I'm just trying to remember. No, I can't. It's literally laid out for me. I already did it. I just had to do this because, you know, the whatever's here, the dude. The gold wolf. The skeleton boy.
This one is a hard name, that tune. Doza?
Requiem of Light? Oh, I don't know. It's not Bolero of Fire. This is the one time I'm gonna say it's not. I guess for me, songs just don't translate too well to a bunch of woo. I think this is the last one that I have to collect for all of the special attacks. Oh, convenient. It's right there. So I guess we'll go there at the end of the game. Alright, Cuckoo, let's see what you got. Oh, I didn't say what he said. 30. 20? That's how many cats have made it back to the village. Play with the cats. Okay, they're lonely. Perhaps you could talk to every one of them. But if you leave the village, it'll be like you never talked to any of them. Cats are forgetful. Let me give you a tip. Start at one end. Oh my god. Oh dang. Yeah, the time got away from me, Hyper. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, I had no idea. What are you doing now?
I have to talk to 20 cats.
Alright. Go on and talk to the kitties. Can we tell chickens that they're tasty?
Depending on their, like, upbringing, they
mood?
may know
Just
about
kidding.
that.
That's it?
First one. Okay.
Let's go.
So we're gonna get everything in the middle and on the right side, and then we're gonna ring back around the left. 'Cause I don't want to miss a thing. I don't want to miss a thing, you know? Even when I dream of you. Oh, okay. Noosh doesn't want to join me in
No, keep going.
I don't want to fall asleep because I miss you, Nooshie. And I don't want to miss a thing. You're welcome.
I love when Doza sings.
Oh no, I talked to a cat on the right side. Ah.
They're in the spots of the bad guys before.
Oh, okay. Well, Good thing I remember exactly where all of them are. Not. I think that's everybody in this first chunk. So as long as we don't miss any. I think we went back here. Oh no, we didn't. Oh no, we already did. We're already buddies. That's so sad. But kind of nice. Oh, look at all those cats like the chicken vine. Look at all those kitties. How do I get up there? I don't think I can talk to it mid-air. How do I get up there as like as a wolf? Noosh, thoughts?
Jump.
You're right. I probably have to go into the left side, climb up, then go to the right, and then avoid talking to any cats. Oh my god. Like, come on!
It is kind of interesting hearing the Wild West like theme with Link. Like I did not expect.
Fuck!
And we go back.
Yeah, because I love it down here.
Yikes.
I think Link's crossbow training has more of this kind of stuff. Pretty good. Yeah. Can't climb that? Okay, this is not good.
Any tips on how to kill Soul Master in Hollow Knight?
I don't remember who Soul Master is, but I bet someone else in chat knows.
Possibly. Or you can always ask in Discord. There's a lot of Hollow Knight people in there.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna touch that cat yet, so let's see.
Why aren't you going back to the stairs and doing it again?
Do you think I can still do it? That's probably the only way up, right?
I'd assume so.
Okay, so we're going to the stairs, which was back here. The first building on the left. Only saying this so I don't lose my place. Okay, and then we go out this, and then, what, do we try jumping?
Can you break the wood in front of you, like of the railing, to give you like a jump start or something? Or...
Let's try. Nope.
Okay, so then just jump. No, you can't do it. So how do you get up there?
I don't know, because then we can't even get the cats at all. Because the only
Is this
other way
really
is
worth
to, like...
it? I know the cats are cool and all, but like, this seems harder than it. There's a chicken.
There's a chicken. That's the dude who like started all of this.
Right, right. Maybe the chicken knows it's something.
Maybe. No, the chicken tells us. The chicken told us what to do. Literally set this up.
Did you get all these cats?
No, not yet.
Why don't you just start talking to them?
Because I don't want to lose place of where I am. Maybe I can just transform into regular Link, and we can keep this going. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Okay, so now we can make that jump, now that we're not a wolf anymore. For some reason I thought we had to stay a wolf, but I'm betting that we don't. There we go. And how do we get over there? Oh my god. Well, I mean, if I'm already up here, I guess I can start talking to them. Alright, Noosh, we'll do it your way.
Are you pulling an all-nighter tonight, Hyper? It's kind of risky pulling an all-nighter in the middle of the week. At least for us.
Yeah, it's super risky for us.
I am getting actually a little tired. Like, I'm ready to go to bed soon-ish.
Okay.
But only like almost 10:30.
We'll find a stopping point soon. It's 11. Was there any cats out there? Nope, right? I don't think so.
I really try to like prioritize sleep and making sure I get enough of it because it's like the only time everything like shuts down, you know?
That's when you really get to slow.
I really get to slow down. Last night that we had like really loud thunderstorms, and I remember waking up in the middle of the night like super scared for some reason. It's pretty bad.
We also had the storm thing.
A thunderstorm, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, you
That's
said for
what I
some
said.
reason, but like that's a good reason.
Yeah. And there's 20 cats, Avi. That's what we're trying to do.
Right now we've talked to 14.
We rarely do all-nighters anymore, but we did do one like a week or two ago. 2 weeks, I think now. on a Thursday going into a Friday. It was much needed just to get some of the overwhelming work stuff done. Sometimes like some of the busy work things add up, and it's something that we put off because we prefer the creative work, but we still, meet all our deadlines or whatever, but it just needs it. But it's rare now, maybe every like couple of months, but we try not to. We're trying to get some kind of routine or taking care of our health more, making sure we get enough sleep, all things we gotta prioritize.
It's not easy juggling all this cheese.
No, I was actually like talking to a friend I hadn't talked to in a long time earlier tonight, like before stream kind of, and she was like, wow, like you guys are like really busy, like you do all of these things, it's almost like you have 4 jobs. And I'm like, huh, I guess so.
It is
like,
kind of what it's like.
I do work all the time, and I know that I do, but I do actually enjoy the stuff that I do as well. So I don't know.
So it's a little different.
A little bit, yeah.
It can be easy to kind of lose track of like all the things that you do, especially since like you keep busy all the time.
Yeah,
right?
it's usually when someone asks like, so what have you been working on, or like how is work, I actually take a moment to think about it. Those and I never ask each other how is work. We just go on to the next thing,
For the most part,
yeah. So to have someone ask like, how's work going, and having to answer that, which I hadn't done in a long time in that setting, was,
different.
yeah.
There's
And
an
I guess
adjustment.
like it's not work if you love it. There's
Kind
still
of.
some work that we don't love or like. Anything we do for New Shindo's that we absolutely adore and love, but it's not, our full-time thing yet. Fingers crossed it does become that one day, but even then there's stuff that we don't like doing.
Yeah.
Taxes, have you heard of that?
That's pretty lame.
Super lame-o.
In the braino.
I love pulling all our like stats and stuff every month, but then when you get into some of the other things, like it's routine stuff.
I hope I can make this jump.
Oh, hi, Rare.
Oh.
No worries. I know you ask it here on stream and stuff, which we appreciate. Like, we'll fill you guys in. It's just, it was a friend I hadn't caught up with in a long time, so it was one of those, like, let's talk about everything, and it was, I hadn't told someone everything in a long time, so it just felt like, whoa,
I do.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, cats.
We only need like 3 more, and I see like all of them. I just need to find a way to get over there on the right, because I didn't get over there on my own before.
I think one of the reasons that a lot of people like don't do the whole self-employed or try their own like side hustle thing is because of taxes, because it can get pretty confusing. But I wish people would just learn a little bit more on their own about finances and be able to handle it and do it, because they're holding themselves back,
They really are.
And we did it too. We were scared for a while too.
We're not gonna pretend like it was like, yeah, we just kind of
no.
deal with it. No, it's
Doza and I talked about this, like doing all of this a lot longer than we actually started. And I think that's a big thing. You just have to kind of start. If you say you want to do something and you really truly want it, you're going to prioritize it and actually do it. Not let fear let you down or the timing or anything. Because in fact, what was happening was we kept saying, okay, we'll start on this day. You'll even notice we actually created the channel in like March of that year and then didn't actually stream until July. So that's quite a few months there where it's like, what were we doing during that time? Why didn't we just start? And we held off because of family related things or like just it's honestly like our social calendar too, like things that we were obligated to go through. Weddings, things like that. Like we're like, okay, we have to do this. Now we have to do this. Now we have to, you know, our jobs, whatever. Because we were still, well, I think at that point, were we both working day jobs or was it just you at that point?
I think we both were.
Really? I don't
When
remember.
we first started New Shindoza?
When we first started Shindoza, like actually started streaming, I think it was only you.
Was it just me?
I started working
I'm
from
losing
home.
track of the timeline here.
I think I started working from home already.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but anyways, it's just you go through all of these things and it's like you just gotta start. You gotta do it, throw yourself in, learn all as you go, make the mistakes along the way, and that's hard for someone like I do consider myself like a perfectionist in a lot of ways and have been up until this point. Like I don't present something unless it's completely like flushed out or whatever. And in this case, you're so vulnerable of just being here, doing your thing, especially with streaming, that you don't get to plan out what's going to happen. You don't know what conversations are going to happen. In fact, when we first started streaming, I would even tell Doza, like, what are we going to talk about today, like, other than the game, like, just in case, like, should we write down some, like, talking points? And he was like, Noosh, you don't need to do that, you'll be fine. But I kid you not, I used to have this, like, little sticky notepad, and I'd write a couple of things that, like, if there's ever, like, a dull, silent moment, I'll bring this up kind of thing. Now it comes to me naturally, but before, I had to mentally think about it to get me in that mindset of being this streamer or this entertainer or whatever you want to call us, you know?
I'm so glad that we've worked past that, but it wasn't easy.
Yeah, it took me a while to be like, I can do this. Arguably, Doza has a harder job most of the time with the playing and the talking.
It depends. It depends on the game. You know, like, obviously I don't want to bring down the stream by getting stuck somewhere, right?
Like with the cats.
Yeah, like with the cats, yo.
Yeah. And see, Castle, you're doing this on your own too, or a lot of people, like, they solo stream and it's like talking to yourself, which I think is even more difficult than what we have with each other doing it. But either way, like you said with Chilaba, just do it.
Exactly.
I had all kinds of notes. I was like, people are gonna like talk about things I have no freaking clue about, especially with gaming. And it was just like, don't worry about it. Like, we can always just go with it. And now I'm more comfortable with the fact that I don't know some things, and I'll ask Doza if he knows, and then if he doesn't know, then like we ask you guys, like, tell us more, you know? And that's okay to do that. We don't have to have all the answers and have to be, you know, perfect. That's what is perfect, you know?
This thing that makes people upset and makes them sad.
Yeah.
Literally all that. That's all that word. What that word means.
And Doza's even brave that he's actually done solo streaming too, like on this channel. I am still so scared of it. I keep saying I want to, and I want to play more games and whatnot, and like solo games as well, not just co-op. But there's a part of me that just still has a mental block, and I know I need to be taking my own advice to be like, Noosh, just do it. But you gotta break down some of those barriers.
Oh my god, this cat at the very freaking beginning.
Exactly, there's no perfect person.
Guys, we did it. We found all the cats. Not to lighten what Noosh was talking about.
That is 100% okay, and I think a lot of us are like that. Impatient, get annoyed when I'm not good at something immediately. I know it's irrational, but it still happens, and that's so true. Like, it's okay that it happens. We all cope and deal with things in different ways. I get frustrated when things don't come to me naturally because I'm used to things coming to me naturally. Is that bad? That's so like, ugh. I don't know. I study hard for things too, but like there was a certain point where like people are like, how are you getting good grades? How are you doing this? It's like, I was raised this way, I was conditioned this way, so just, you know, go with it. But obviously we all are super unique individuals. We have different strengths, different weaknesses, and that is okay.
It's not a bad thing to be a quick learner. I think that's what you were trying to say.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Oh, oh man.
I've only ever played one game completely by myself on this channel. It's a short hike. It was only one day, but it was great, a good one. I cried. It was a great stream. If you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend it. Doza also did way more talking than usual.
It's what I do.
I also recommend that game. I think you can all have like an incredible journey of playing that game.
Sweet, finally.
Hey, that rod. Is that the Dominion rod? Ah, could it really be? Are you the messenger to the heavens? Among the legends of my clan, there is a story from the time when the Oka still maintained contact with the royal family. Yes, it is said that a mysterious rod was handed down from the people of the sky, and it was called the Dominion rod. The rod was only to be carried by the messenger to the heavens when the royal family needed to communicate with the Oka. From generation to generation, my ancestors have guarded the book that by royal decree was to be given to the messenger to the heavens. This is that book. Please take it.
Oh, sweet. Oh, we have a book, and I guess it gives us hints.
The book is written in the ancient language of skywriting. I am so glad I stayed in this village. If I had not met that young girl, what would have become of me? Meeting that girl must have been ordained by the gods so that I could be here today to pass on this knowledge.
Man, she got the short end of the stick, huh?
But she's honored to do it.
Well, I mean more Ilya.
And Shane, you know, if you do want to bring back your YouTube channel soon, like the biggest thing and advice that we can give you is just do it. Figure out what you want to do and do it. Like, have fun with it. As long as you're enjoying it, the process of everything from brainstorming to hitting that live stream button or to putting up videos, whatever it may be that you want to do with the channel. Like, if you are actually truly enjoying every process of it, you're going to keep it going. You're going to prioritize it because it's giving you joy or it's giving you what you are craving by wanting to do this. That desire will be fulfilled.
You know it.
But if you have any like specific questions about things you're looking forward to and advice, you're absolutely welcome to ask. I know people here will be wondering or, you know, like will be willing to give any tidbits. And of course, we're always here too.
That goes for anybody. Again, if you guys got questions about stuff, we'll try our best to answer. To the shaman's house? Oh.
When we first like started this journey, there was a million things we wanted to do. There still are. We have brainstorm on brainstorm on brainstorm of like ideas and like there's just so many ideas we don't have enough time to implement them, you know? We wanted to do like obviously gaming related stuff and content, but we also wanted to do food related things. We wanted to do movie reviews and TV show stuff and like all kinds of things. And it's like we need to take baby steps and get to that. So like let's start off with, you know, doing some videos while also streaming on a consistent schedule. Let's, you know, we wanted to also create comics and like art and all of that. So that was also taking up a lot of time. And there's just so many different creative like venues to go down. I will say if you do brainstorm, if you take notes about anything, compile it and keep it all in an organized way because you never know if you want to ever go back to an old idea or something. Like you could be working on something that gives you joy in the moment, but then you're like, oh wait, what about this thing? And you want to put this on the back burner for a while. That's okay. Do that. But also know that you're welcome to go back to it anytime. Don't throw away anything. You never know if you're holding something that could be the key to whatever else you're hoping to do. And sometimes I get angry and I erase some of the art that I'm working on my iPad and Doza gets mad at me. So I'm kind of telling myself also, Noosh, stop deleting stuff.
Yeah, you never know what it could turn into. Yeah. Or it could inspire further. Oh, this dude's a scrub. He doesn't know how to use it. Alright, he's giving us back the book.
Does the map look like a skull or am I tired?
It's kind of shaped that way, I guess. Alright, cool. We gotta... Oh my god. Okay, we should probably save this for tomorrow. Guys, stream titles. You guys got any good stream titles while we wrap it up for tonight? Hey, we got the magic back. That looks awful.
That is a great idea, Shane. Yeah, look at all the immediate feedback from like Hyper and Kessler and people here. Like, yeah, run with it if that's what you want to do. See if you enjoy that full process of getting that together.
Save and save often.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the title, Jess? Are we?
Are we gonna finish the game tonight? I don't know.
Why can't I? Do I need to knock this thing off?
And see, Hyper, we're actually gonna be ending here soon as well. Just asking for some stream titles. And that's about it.
Pretty much, yeah.
For the night.
What the heck? Why does this not work on this one?
Not more cats. I'm done with cats for this game.
The cats. Not gonna talk to a single one. I don't think so.
Again.
Loving the titles, guys.
Are we going to finish tonight? That would be a fun one, because, like, are we? I don't know.
Are we? Who knows?
Well, if you guys have any other ideas, feel free to post them in Discord and the Noosh and Doza channel as well. But if not, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening ahead. We are probably going to crash into our beds.
Yeah, this is a skull. There's an eye here and a lopped eye here, and who knows what that is.
Alright, guys. Good night. Have a good one.
And we'll see y'all again tomorrow.
Yes. Toza, end the stream.
I am. I just don't want to spill my water. Anyway, bye, guys.